Okay. Welcome, everyone, to our coverage of WWE Backlash 2024 from France. We're not in France. It would be nice if we were. France seems cool. But we are here at home watching WWE Backlash, and we're going to be here with some predictions prior to the event starting here in about 20 minutes. And if you want to watch, the way this works is you need to sign on. If you're in the United States, sign on to Peacock and watch live along with us. Or if you're anywhere else, WWE Network, we envy you for being able to do that. But we don't show the pay-per-view here live on our channel because that's, something we can't do. But we are a watch along, so you can come and chat about the matches with us and watch as everything unfolds. But we're here a little bit early to make some predictions. I'm joined by Steven and Hayden. Welcome.
What's up?
Happy Star Wars Day while we're at it.
Thank you. I'm wearing the vintage, pseudo vintage Anakin merch. Yeah,
that looks like circa 2002 ish.
Mm-hmm.
That design.
Yeah,
okay.
It's not like actually vintage. It's one of those things where I got it from like Box Lunch in like 2020 or something.
Okay,
but it's made to look like like Y2K era Star Wars, which I like.
Okay. Your cat's joining us as well, so fair warning, everybody, that the cat will make random appearances throughout the broadcast.
Do we have a prediction for an over-under on how many times he's going to springboard off my desk and shake the whole setup?
Mm-hmm. It's a 3-hour thing, 3.5 for us. So I say 4, or is the over-under?
I'm thinking 6.
Yeah, okay. Steven the cat was really excited about The Fall Guy when we did our reaction review. To
did you guys enjoy that movie, by the way?
It was good. It was fun.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but yes, it was really good. I was wrong.
And so far, it's a really big disappointment at the box office.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's only done like 24 million so far.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah, anyway, we've got predictions. You should see it, Steven. It's so much better than it has any right to be. So okay, we've got predictions for this show, and let's start with the women's tag team championship. We have Kairi, Sane, and Asuka, the champions, defending against Bianca, Belair, and Jade, Cargill.
Ooh.
So what do we think, Steven? Thoughts?
This is an easy one for me. The Bianca and Jade are going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I think they brought Jade over. They're going to give her a belt for a little while. And I don't know, they work as a tag team, and I think that'll be one of the. It's usually the shows aren't very good well, I'm not going to say that, but it does you get a little boring if they don't have any title switches, and I think we're looking at a lot of retaining today, so I think this will be the one that gets switched, and so I don't even think, and now they're calling themselves the Kabuki Warriors rather than whatever that faction
Damage Control.
Damage Control. So I think that faction's done, or at least wrapping up. I think Bianca and Jade come out on top.
Okay. Hayden, thoughts?
I think that's accurate. Like, I think that's going to happen, like, just for the story, it makes sense. But I do like the Kabuki Warriors, and I would like to see them, at the very least, put up a good, like a great fight that makes us think that they do have a shot at, holding on. So
yeah, I think this will be a decent match. I mean, everybody's a good worker except for maybe Jade Cargill, which is why
she's
I think
the roughest. But yeah, that's why I think this works. It's Bianca can help her carry the matches a little bit. Yep. Jade can get some matches against some good wrestlers, because the Kabuki Warriors are great. I love Asuka, big fan.
Yeah, this is a low stakes way for Jade to come in, get a lot of notoriety, and get into the spotlight, but also be able to still learn and develop.
Yeah, and we're gonna end up with Jade and Bianca splitting at some point, and then having a match together, and it'll be fun. I mean, it'll be a little par for the course, but it'll be a good time.
But we're gonna see a lot of matches in the coming months where Bianca does a lot of the heavy lifting, and then Jade comes in as a powerhouse and gets the hot tag, and gets the pin type of thing. And I see that happening today. I think they win. They take these belts. So I wouldn't be terribly shocked if this led off the show, but I don't know. We might get one of the world title matches leading off the show too. So
yeah, I feel like women's they usually do as a second, right? But then again, night one of WrestleMania, they had the Rhea Ripley versus Becky Lynch fight. So
yeah. Well, let's move into the Bloodline. So we have Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga taking on Randall Keith Orton and Kevin Owens.
Ooh.
First of all, it's weird to see the Bloodline not be the premier matchup on a show.
For sure. I mean, they had such a big moment at WrestleMania. I don't think they were WrestleMania, right?
2.0
yeah,
right now.
Are you calling this Bloodline 2?
It's a different Bloodline. They've been laying down the groundwork for that for the last 3 weeks on SmackDown. This is a Roman Reigns less Bloodline.
Yeah.
And
Roman controversially pulled himself from the draft.
Yeah, and then the Bloodline wasn't drafted in the first round. This one's easy to me. The Bloodline are going to win, and I think they're going to win clean. I think there's an easy assumption that they're going to bring that third member in. I keep blanking on his name. I have it, and then I just forget it. Tyler, please, I hope you have it or know who I'm talking about. But there's I think it was Fatu.
Fatu,
yeah, I forget his first name.
But I don't think that happens today.
I don't either. I think Solo and Tama win, and they kind of win. I'm not going to say in a dominant fashion, but they're going to look good. And it's
for sure.
It's leading up into what I guess is Solo, Tama, and Fatu against Roman and the Usos, because I think that'll happen.
SummerSlam-ish, maybe.
My thought was War Games. The one?
Oh yeah, maybe I could see that.
Because I think that'd be.
I don't know if Roman's gone that long though.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do you think he's coming back?
I think it's SummerSlam-ish, maybe.
You could get a match at SummerSlam, but then still do that. What I'm thinking, because if you do it with that, the 3-on-3 and that big steel cage thing, I think that'd be fun. So I think the Bloodline win here. Randy and KO will split, and
I could see a Roman Sikoa match at SummerSlam for the control of the Bloodline, so to speak. Type of thing.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think. I'm with you, Steven. I don't think it's super ass kicking. It's not going to be like Lesnar just whooping Cena around for, 30 minutes back in 2014. But it is at the end. There's going to be no doubt who the clear winner of this match is. Yeah. What do you think, Hayden?
I think Nick's prediction is spot on because I think the Bloodline's got to win because this is Tama Tonga's one of his first big appearances and first pay-per-view appearance, I believe. So you gotta have him look strong if you're gonna play him out to be a major player throughout the rest of the year. So I don't know. I think the Bloodline's got to take it.
I agree. On to a triple threat match for the women's world title. We have.
I love the third parties, man.
Bayley,
so funny,
defending against Naomi and Tiffany Stratton. Hayden, will it be Tiffy time at the end of the day?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, this is the one I know the least about, the three of them. So, and it's so hard to predict where these matches that have three people are going to go. You know what I mean? So, steer me in a direction. Steer me.
Yeah. Bayley's winning.
I really have no idea.
Tiffany will look okay. Naomi is here to take the pin.
Yep.
But the interesting thing is Nia Jax came out when she got drafted, so SmackDown last week, and attacked Bayley. So you wonder if she'll play a part in this match because triple threat means no DQ. It'll be interesting. But
I would
don't
imagine
think
she
there's any
will
way
play a
Bayley
role in
loses.
some form or fashion.
Right.
But Hayden, when in doubt, take the champion to retain, especially in the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania.
True.
So
Yeah.
I think Stratton's going to look really good here. She is on the rise and is going to be one of the very next like top level women's performers in WWE. But Bayley's going to find a way to retain here and do it while protecting everybody else involved. Yeah, I see. I don't see a scenario where Bayley doesn't walk out with this belt here. Okay. Excuse me. Damian Priest defending his first title defense against Jey Uso. Main event, Jey Uso. Steven, is Yeet on the rise here?
No, I don't see it.
Will you be going like this at the end and going Yeet?
I think there's a like 5% chance it happens. I think that would suck for Damian. And the way they've been telling the story on Raw, it sounds like there's been some problems in the Judgment Day. So, in fact, I was just thinking this morning, like, are we gonna get a Damian Priest versus Rhea Ripley match against each other when she comes back for custody of Dom? I thought that was a funny. Just that popped in my head, and I was like, that would be hilarious.
No, because we're gonna get Rhea Ripley versus what's her name? Liv Morgan.
Yeah, no, I know. It was just a silly thought. I think there's a small chance, but I think Damian's going to retain. I think they have a longer story they have planned out in Judgment Day, and I think Damian is going to hold the belt. But I think they're going to end up costing him when he loses his title. I just don't think it's at this pay-per-view. I think it might be the next one, though.
By the way, Steven, what do you think about real quick, what do you think about the storytelling there? So it was while they were interviewing, I think, Jey Uso. We saw in the background, Liv Morgan walk out of the room and then Dom walk out of the room a couple minutes later. Is Dom stepping out on mommy? Is that happening?
Well, and that's interesting. Like, you assume and I'm giving a ton of benefit of the doubt to Trips, but all these things feel so on purpose. Like that.
Well, that was 100% for the camera. That's scripted.
And so I think that's gonna play part of the Liv Morgan revenge tour when she faces Rhea. Because I think Liv will end up with that belt at some point.
Hooray!
Right when Rhea's coming back. Because Rhea's gonna either take it off of her or Liv will defend. I know you're mad, Tyler.
Yeah.
But anyways, on to Damian. I think Damian retains.
Yeah.
No, I did too. You don't give someone a massive moment where they get a belt that they've been clamoring for forever at WrestleMania to take it away from them at the next pay-per-view. You got to let them hold on to it for a bit for sure. Yep. So
I agree. I think we'll see some, Judgment Day shenanigans here and all of it. JD will get involved and almost cost him the title in some weird way because every time he's been getting involved, he gets like just wrecked. So that'll all happen, but at the end of the day, Damian's going to retain here. Like he has to. I don't see any scenario, and I think we're moving back towards a reuniting of the Usos at some point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like putting the title on Jey right now is not in the cards for the long-term storytelling. Okay.
Definitely not.
Cody Rhodes. This is the right time for him to drop the title, right?
No.
Against AJ Styles.
Cody has this belt till at least Mania next year.
Yeah.
Unless they have a very good reason for him to drop it, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
How do you create drama around this?
Well, that's what they did with the match against Carmelo, and he hurt his shoulder 2 weeks ago, and so they're gonna start that or play into that story. The injured shoulder. I think this is one of those matches where we know what's going to happen, but it still should be a fun match anyways because AJ's fun. Cody's a good wrestler.
But I'm saying 6 months from now, how do you keep building drama around this because nobody's going to believe Cody Rhodes is going to lose until it's against The Rock or Roman Reigns or somebody else of that caliber.
Yeah.
So AJ Styles at age, 45 or 40, whatever he is now, he's not winning this belt off Cody Rhodes today.
Yeah.
And I have no doubt it's going to be a fun match because AJ Styles can still go.
Nick said he thinks they should start with that match since it's such a easy lock, but I don't know. I mean, Cody's
there's
the biggest star in the WWE right now, bro. He's the very end.
Yeah, you cannot have this match be anything other than the final one.
Yeah, because if you blow your load too early and that was the correct way to say that. You know what I mean? Like
it's not even about that.
People are gonna stop watching. That's what they're here for.
Honestly, in booking, like that wouldn't be the worst. It makes sense in the sense that this match will be fun, but this is your big belt, and it's your big belt because it's the one Roman held for. Roman elevated this belt to the highest in the company by far. Now Cody has it. You can't put the belt on first. It's not even the match; it's the belt.
Yep.
So it'll be. I mean, it is an interesting question. And Tyler, I think with the drama, like it's much easier to do when you have a heel champion who can cheat, like Roman did for so long. What makes it hard is he's the good guy, and he seems like he might be a more fighting champion than Roman, or at least have more matches.
I don't think that's hard to do.
Yeah.
Roman defended, I think 33 title defenses, right? Successfully, which is like a decent amount.
Yeah.
But
what is the record for that, by the way, and how close is what Roman?
I'm sure it's a lot more. Because back in the day, Oh
yeah, they were defending once
all the time. Like now that it's more of a TV product, like the title defenses are more spaced out monthly,
right,
or longer. So
I'm sure it's a Ric Flair.
You have to look at it in terms of like days with the title rather than actual defenses. But but he had title defenses against people like Cesaro, where no one in their right mind ever thought that the belt was leaving that day.
Mm-hmm.
But I think towards the end, Steven, you got to a point where like he had it for so long that it's got to end sometime. But then you also got to that point where he's had it for so long, it's not ending anywhere other than WrestleMania, unless there's an injury or a scandal.
I think injury, they would let him keep it. Scandal, no. But I don't know. You never know until it happens, but I don't see anything. Like, Cody Rhodes is a very clean-cut, good guy. I don't see him being I don't see Cody Rhodes getting Me Too'd or something. Like, I just don't think he's doing
I have a hard time
shit like that.
Happening.
So to answer your question, Bob Backlund defended 444 times in his title reign back in the 70s.
Wow.
Bruno Sammartino in the 60s did it 353 times, and Hulk Hogan in the 80s did it 358 times.
Yeah,
Nick said in chat Bruno had that title for a decade, which is crazy.
And the counter point, and I know it's different eras and totally would be handled differently now, but there was a time where Hulk Hogan was viewed as the clean-cut good guy.
Yeah,
who would never do anything wrong because he's, take your vitamins, say your prayers guy.
No.
It wasn't until he left WWE that it became the
face of white supremacy in America.
Yeah. Even
is he the face of white supremacy, Hayden?
No.
But he's definitely, somebody they look up to, maybe.
Yeah, he's on the Mount Rushmore for sure.
But even Mr. Hustle, loyalty, respect, and I don't want to bring him up piggybacking on that, but he's had his share of things that have been rumored. Nothing like that, but the stuff with Mickie James, et cetera, et cetera. So, everybody that they hold up into such high regard.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the type of things that make Vince think you're a pretty good guy, maybe. I don't know.
So before, we're about to go live with the show, or the show's about to go.
We're about a minute out, right?
We have our predictions. Tyler, what do you think about all of the factions seemingly changing? Because the Bloodline is definitely splitting off, or at least someone's taking control of it. The Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser turned on Giovanni.
Yep, Giovanni.
definitely feels like a rift in Judgment Day. The I keep wanting to say Control Alt Delete.
Damage control.
Damage Control.
Control Alt Delete.
Also seems like I mean, obviously Bayley left, but I feel like that. So I feel like all of the factions are changing / going away, and I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
I think part of it, Steven, comes down to just the full transition from the Vince era to the Trips era, right? And some of these factions were born out of Vince's brain, so they're at least going to be tweaked a little bit, right or wrong or different, whatever.
But I'm glad we have the factions again. I think you can tell a lot more stories.
Vince hated factions.
I know. That's why I'm glad they're back.
I don't want to go AEW level on factions where it's
we don't
way overdone.
But one or two in each brand, one or one women's faction, like those that's okay. I just
a great faction is one like I can't believe I'm saying this, but Evolution. Because I'm not a fan of some of the people involved in that. Because for a while, Evolution was like the look at me, I'm Triple H, everything's about me faction. You were able to take him out of Degeneration X and give him another one just like that. So, but it was great because you had somebody in their current prime, somebody who was like next in Batista, and then that young person who was like the next great thing 2-3 years from now, like who was Randy Orton. While having the Obi-Wan Kenobi type in Ric Flair.
Yeah.
So that was a great faction. When factions are designed to like elevate someone to the next level.
Who didn't you like in Evolution?
Who didn't I? I did not. Like that was during the time where Triple H and Cena were just competing to see who had the biggest golden shovel between the two of them. So
for sure. We got a decent amount of folks in chat right now, so feel free to come in, say hi, let us know what your predictions are for this matchup. Well, all these matchups here tonight, because Jesus.
Well, today, it's tonight in France.
That's true. That's true. I'm not in France. Yeah. Excuse my French, but I'm in France. I'm just saying. Yeah.
You just have to do the little mustache twist while you do it, and there you go. See?
Was that Drake? Or who?
It was It was from Gentleman in Paris, so it was Kanye.
Was that Kanye? Okay.
Yeah, it was Kanye. It was the Watch the Throne album. Why have I become like the hip hop historian at Strangely Awesome this week?
Because you're young.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, what if Drake and Kendrick come on stage, secret matchup to settle the beef?
I will say though, I watched more Raw and SmackDown in the since WrestleMania than in the year before. Like Trips has made the product interesting.
Well, and it's the stories are starting to come out now. There's a lot of animosity towards, Dwayne. And there's a little piling on with Dwayne right now because Dwayne apparently can't make it to anything on time. Based on news stories. And
he's had some issues with some of his movies too. I've
and that's where it started.
That's the main story. Yeah, that he Yeah.
Well, I knew he had the problem with Vin Diesel a while ago, but I mean, some of the newer movies, the Red Notice.
Is it possible, Steven, that Vin Diesel was right?
I don't think that's all that shocking.
Was Dwayne not holding to the creative family in that production?
Tyler, I know you love making fun of Fast and Furious, but those. I still say that was one of the best franchises ever.
Don't talk about it in past tense, Steven. There's still one more and then 3 more after.
They're so dumb, but they're so fun. And I love Vin Diesel in those movies.
For sure.
The Fast and Furious movies, they're super silly, but kind of fun.
They're a great time.
But I just can't handle Vin Diesel as an actor and performer. I can't.
The best moments of those movies, from what I've seen at least, are when it's more toned down and it's just the banter.
Yeah.
I don't.
Great.
Why'd they have to go to space, dude? I remember Vividly.
They went to space. I have not.
You
watched
didn't know
the
that?
last, I didn't watch the last like.
I hung it up after
movies.
Fast 8.
The one with the
or
submarine,
Furious
I
8 or
think, was
whatever.
the
The
last one I
submarine, yeah,
saw.
that one.
But
Nick
I
said
did watch
Fast and Furious only had 2 good movies. Which 2 do you think? Probably Too Fast and Tokyo
Fast
Drift.
5
No,
was
Too
good.
Fast was bad.
Fast 5 was good.
The first one, Tokyo Drift's the best movie ever.
Oh my god, we're not.
I
doing
love
this right
Tokyo.
now.
I love Tokyo Drift.
You know my
it's
biggest
the-
issue with that movie, Steven, is
It
that
is-
the high school senior is like 32 years old.
I don't care.
He's got like the
It is
chest
the
hair popping out of the
rose-tinted-
shirt and
I
everything, and
watched
it's
that
like,
when I
Oh my
was in
God.
8th grade. I fell in love. I was like,
Yeah.
that was right around the time like the Need for Speed games were good with Most Wanted and Underground, so it just hit perfect.
Nick said Fast 5 in the first one. Okay, folks, should
Nick,
I?
you are
it's-
crazy. Tokyo Drift is good.
Well, I say should I, but should we, as an institution here, at some point rewatch, rank, and review all of the
Yes.
Fast movies before
Yes.
the one they're pretending is the last one?
I hate all of you, but fine.
We've
Actually, I
got
won't
like a
hate it
year.
that much. I
We
won't
got like a
hate it that
year and a
much.
half. Yeah, we got time. We're fine.
They're
we're
fun,
cooling.
dude. They're just a good time.
So starting with
Month.
7, they got really like absurd.
Crazy.
They just
Hobbs
became
and
like
Shaw
action
was fun
movies.
too.
I still haven't seen that.
I haven't either. I mean,
I mean,
I'm
you
bringing
guys-
out the
you make
French
fun of
speaker
them,
to
but then
kick
you
us
look
off
at the
today.
cast, and then like you look at the people that are like joining these movies, and they
Mhm.
got a decent cast. Idris Elba, Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I don't count Cena.
Is it
but
basically at
Charlize-
this point like the Expendables for people who aren't old?
kind
Yeah.
of?
I'm gonna try and turn my speakers on really quiet. Can y'all let me know if you hear it or not?
Yeah.
I was wondering if this match was going to go on first. I'm a little shocked it is though.
Well, remember Roman's rules for Bloodline stuff. It's
Is
like,
that pick up on the mic or
it's
no?
either first or last.
I don't hear it now.
Okay, good.
Roman's like, I go on first or last, and I wonder if they're keeping those rules for Bloodline stuff at this point a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, and this should be a
Um,
high intensity. Like
it should.
It's like you remember those matches we had last year where it was like Sheamus against Gunther, where it was just like a beat down,
Yeah.
knuckle drag. That's
Mhm.
gonna be this match.
I agree.
Nick
You
said he
love
would
that
throw
show, Nick.
himself on the blade for Fast and Furious. So, and I admire that. I respect that. No one in this company is willing to sacrifice 16 hours or however long it would
It's
take
a
to
little
watch
bit
these
longer
16.
than that. Some of those are longer than 2 hours,
Oh, really? Jesus.
and there's 9 movies, maybe 10.
About
They're
and no, there's
Fast
10
X.
now. There's 10. 11 if you count Hobbs and Shaw.
11 with Hobbs and Shaw, which you
And
have
plus
to.
one more on the way, at least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We should do Fast and Furious in one sitting. You know, like the Lord of the Rings
Nope.
sitting.
Oh, they should do a theater like marathon like the Star Wars one today.
No, they shouldn't, bud.
Why don't they make a Fast and Furious cinematic universe? That's my question.
I mean, aren't they kind of trying to?
Yeah. How are Fast and Furious not in Fortnite yet? Or have I missed something?
It's gotta be.
I should have bought Cena the other day when he was in the item shop
should've.
again.
Should've.
I regret it. I have the emote. I can go. So I let people know that I'm rocking with the
I
Invisible
finished.
Man.
So does the Cena skin let you like go invisible, like when you have Drax and you just stand still?
No, it does not, Steve. You know that.
Does the Cena skin only have 5 moves?
No, it's not like Brawlhalla or anything. Like the characters aren't. They don't ever play any different. They don't even have lines.
Yeah.
It's just a skin. So
I would love it if the Cena skin in Fortnite just went and did like 2 shoulder tackles and the side slam,
could you imagine?
throws the arm in the air.
I still
Yeah.
love R-Truth's like John Cena as his childhood hero. And
Hero,
then
I know.
whenever
R-Truth's
he
older than
does
him.
the 5 moves, Ron Killings, just the best.
Yeah.
I love him.
Selfie point. Oh my god.
What I love about R-Truth
Poor
right now
dad's
is
trying
how
so hard.
genuinely like happy everybody there seems
Yes.
for him. You know, like
Yeah.
including Triple H.
You know, it'd be a fun drinking game for this. Take a shot every time you see a woman in the crowd. I'm
There's
sorry,
a
that
decent
wasn't
amount
nice.
of women.
That was not nice. There are a lot of women at WWE.
France.
Actually.
I've seen 2 so far.
Well, we're also in France, so there's a
What are you trying to imply? They're not women in France?
No,
I mean,
it's
Steven, I
just-
feel like that comment holds for like the Saudi Arabia crowd, but like, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm saying cultures are different. When you go in America,
hmm
there's a lot more women in some of the shows, and
That's
they
true,
make
that's
sure
true.
to point them out.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe not so much now, but if you ever go back to like the 90s and watch WWE, they made sure to get every attractive woman that
They had a shot of her. They were ready
Oh,
to
yeah.
cut
throughout
to
the
the
episode.
shot.
And they're lifting up their shirts and
A
stuff
lot
when
of them
DX comes out.
whenever
like,
Trips
all of it.
came out.
Jesus. So, do you guys think? Like, I'd be curious what the split is of how many people are fans from like America, Canada, places you expect to have WWE fans that traveled for this, versus how many people here are actually.
Oh, I would say
French.
most of them are French.
I would say there's a
I would
decent
think
amount from the
so.
UK, probably, because the UK has a huge like WWE
Yeah.
fandom, but I would
Mhm.
say most are
Yeah.
probably from France.
Or I meant more Europe than you're right, Tyler.
Yeah, because
I
UK
don't
is
think
getting
there's
a
a
pay-per-view
lot of
next
US.
month too. So
But you know what, Tyler? If you think about it, America really is the real star of this show, because if it wasn't for us, everybody in this crowd would be speaking German right now.
that's right.
Christ.
Twice.
They'd be speaking German twice.
Yep.
Unreal.
I was gonna say though, like, how cool would it be to like travel to one of these things to be able to cover it? Like, I would
know,
be much
dude.
more willing to travel to one of these things than like Clash at the Castle or like this
That dude's dressed
Then-
like a hobbit.
to go to
Dude.
like, you know,
There's two
Felipe
women right
Chiaro looks so much like the guy the Alfred Molina. Is that actor's
yeah.
name? Dude, this might be Alfred Molina. Where does this fit into the Walking Dead Daryl Dixon timeline?
Oh,
Is
that's a
this
good question.
canon?
I mean, half of that show is like shit never happened. There's like electricity and everything going on, and there's like clubs that are fully functioning, and you know.
True. But Tyler, so that's 2 for the
Two.
cat springing off the desk. Oh,
Yeah.
we're only 12 minutes into the actual
Yeah.
show, so we're making good time. I have a feeling I just discovered I think he's been like eating paint over there while I'm not looking. Like
Oh.
eating paint off the wall. I love him, but he's a dork,
Is
dude.
Paul Heyman coming out too, looking
He is.
terrified?
Well, he was. Yeah, he's
Hopefully.
right there.
I love
I
him,
do love
dude.
how scared he is of them. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
I think Paul Heyman is like my favorite character in the WWE.
Oh, yeah.
No, Paul
TBH.
Heyman is a lot of people's favorite.
He's the GOAT.
character in the WWE.
The GOAT. He should run for president, dude. I bet he can pull it off. He would make a great president, like a great like movie president. Actually, he's got like the build. You know what I mean,
he should have been the Civil War president.
dude? Movie would have gone from a 5 to an 8 immediately.
Are you docking 3 points for Nick Offerman?
No, I like Nick Offerman.
That's what you just implied.
Yeah, whatever. No, I'm docking points. I didn't like that movie.
I can't wait till we do our live Oscars show, Steven. And
You guys have
And-
a blast.
Civil War wins everything.
and Civil
You
War
have-
wins everything, and Hayden just loses their shit.
You have so much
on-
fun on that show that I will not be a part of
Dude, so after watching
because I don't have cable, so I can't watch the Oscars. So
It's on network TV, you fucking liar.
Yeah, we'll hook
They
you up.
live stream it
Don't
on
worry.
YouTube now, I think.
I do not have network TV.
We'll hook you up, Steven. Don't worry.
Steven,
I got you.
I will
Rabbit
expense a Tubi box or whatever the hell they're called
Yeah.
to get you ABC for one night.
I'm gonna ship you an Apple
Excuses.
TV box just so you can do this. And
Don't you live in California? Just fucking go there, dude.
yeah,
Probably 20
yeah,
minutes
you
away.
can be our
Oh, yeah, just
on-site
go there.
correspondent.
No, dude, real shit. After watching Challengers, I think it has the potential to do pretty good, big at the Oscars. Because like
Okay.
I'm being so serious. That's like probably my number 2 movie of the year right now.
Okay.
My biggest
That's what I
problem with Triple
Oh,
H
here we
and
go.
WWE right now is just the fucking prime advertisements.
Is what?
The Prime advertisement.
Oh, I know. But that's a TKO thing. That's not a Trips thing.
I think it's funny.
That's a corporate decision.
Yeah, I don't know.
See, this is gonna be fun.
Oh,
it's chuggy.
There's
This
gonna
was a
be
good one to
so
open up on because it's going to be chaotic, dude. What is
It's gonna
the
be
point
beating
in
the shit out of
even?
each other? They're
what's
gonna
the
go
point
into the
in
crowd
having a
beating the
ring?
shit out of each other, and it's
Yep.
gonna be the best.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Kevin Owens is gonna be in the crowd in
I
about
love
20
that there's like
seconds.
4 referees out here, and they're all like, "No, stop, stop."
There,
and
see, I
nobody's-
just 4 seconds. I was right. I'm a genius.
They spend all this money on getting advertisements on the ring, and they're only in the ring for about 15 seconds of each.
I
fight,
hope
dude.
Kevin Owens destroys the Prime cart.
That
It's gonna
would
be a new
great.
thing. This KO destroys the Prime cart.
At what point does iShow Speed show up?
By the way,
I'm
I
trying to
finished
think if there's
Fallout
big
last night.
streamers in France.
Freaking
Because he was
goated.
on
television show.
the draft with Logan Paul.
Oh, was
Was
he
he?
really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Steven, I need to finish Fallout because me and Sophia watched the first episode and it didn't really hit super hard for either of us, but I've gotten into the game since then and they've watched me play a lot of it and they enjoy like the world and the music or whatever.
I am so
Like-
with you, Nick. I hope we never see
Nick
iShow
Aldis
Speed
laying
ever
down the
again.
law.
Right now may be a peak concurrent viewer for us in the history of
Oh, hi
Streams of
everybody.
Austin. Which, if that's true, shout out to all y'all. I mean, shout out to all y'all regardless. So, hell yeah.
Wait, it wasn't before this? Like, I mean, basically he came out and said, "Continue as you were." There goes
Oh
the
my
Prime
God.
shit. Here we go.
You guys are ahead of me.
By how much?
I just heard him say a street fight.
You just heard him
Okay.
say,
This is a
"Une
France
nous
street
avec
fight.
moi."
Is it a
Get the-
Lyon street fight?
Get the
Are we going to
pants
have
and tanks.
croissants to throw at each other and baguettes?
There's the Prime cart. Oh, I love it. Oh, my money. I was a little bit wrong. 'Cause Randall Orton
They're in
and,
the stairs, man.
and Solo were the first ones in the crowd.
He
Yeah,
spit
went
on
over
the
the
Prime
barricade.
sign. That's the best.
That's incredible. I know I joke a
Yeah,
lot
he
about
just
like,
threw the Prime bottle for me.
oh geez. I know I joke a lot about like never wanting to go to Europe, but I think like going to France would just make me sad because I can't fucking eat anything there, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, supposedly, Hayden, the wheat in Europe is a little bit easier on the stomach
That's good.
or the flour, because I know a lot of people with gluten can do gluten from Europe that can't do
Right,
American
right.
gluten.
Folks in chat, come say hi and give us predictions
Yeah.
because at this point we definitely did hit a peak concurrent viewer count.
We certainly did.
Which
So
is
this
crazy.
match is not
you.
going how I thought it would, because KO and Randy are just beating the shit out of the other two.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a good chance that
But this match kicking off the show makes a ton of sense
Oh,
because
totally.
It does.
If
fans
you're
are
going this route
pissed
with it,
off.
this almost reminds
It
me
is.
of like some AEW matches, Steven, where it's like,
Yeah,
total
well, this reminds me of
nonsense.
like Attitude Era WWE, where they
Yeah.
would go in the crowd, and
yeah,
I mean, I still remember when Stone Cold like went and got his ass kicked in the bathroom during the Royal Rumble in
from
'99.
when Vince lured him there. Yeah,
Yeah, and you know what's funny is I recognized where they were because it was the Anaheim Ducks arena, and the bathrooms
okay.
have not changed really, like
Mm.
the outside view of it in 20
that's
years.
hysterical. That's awesome.
Oh,
Dude,
there's Tama.
I wish
Wait,
they
Randy,
did,
you're
the
leaving
Star
KO
Wars.
to be beaten, and now it's a 2-on-1. What are you doing?
Yeah, no, this ain't fair.
Randy, that was not very wise of you.
Mm-mm.
are they chanting things in French? What are they chanting? You're supposed to speak
I don't know.
American.
It's not
Roman
subtitled, so it's got to
Yeah.
be profane. Do you guys think they'll do any like cheeky little like May 4th Star Wars Day thing, like when
No.
your local baseball team?
I doubt
Has
it unless
Chewbacca
there's like a
walk out?
paid, partnership thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the Angels do a like paid. I mean, they had a light show last weekend for it.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
It's because they're away this weekend. But they did a drone light show, and then they had the. So I got the bobbleheads last year and the year before. So I have a Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, like Shobi-Wan Kenobi bobblehead.
That's awesome.
Steven, by the way, there's room on the bandwagon if you want to climb over. 11 in a row
with the unrefrigerated sausage, which I still don't quite understand.
It's a summer. Have you never had summer sausage?
I've heard of summer sausage, but the story. Like,
so how did oh shit, what's his name? I keep wanting to say Ryan Jeffers, but not him. Kyle Farmer has a endorsement deal from that company, like the meat company, whatever. So they send him product, and they just started tossing it to people when they do good things, and now it's a whole thing. There's summer sausage in the dugout.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Ooh. And that's one fun thing about baseball is there's just weird shit like that.
What the hell is underneath the stage?
Trash cans with French lids.
Oh. I thought they only recycle.
That looks like a UFO.
I thought you're supposed to light your trash on fire and light cigarettes with it.
Well, you're not supposed to do that. You guys are still ahead of me, so I don't know if you guys want to pause for.
Yeah, let me pause for I don't know.
Because I just saw the trash cans.
All right, chat. We're gonna pause for a couple seconds to see everyone in sync. Let me know when to.
Ayo has the trash can lid. Randy.
Tell me when Randall's throwing it.
This match is so different than what I expected. KO. Well, Randy he just hit him with it.
Okay. I'm in sync with you now. I don't know.
All right.
And then he hasn't thrown it. He just hit him.
No. It looked like he was going to throw it. He was
he didn't.
KO has the lid and he boom right into solo.
Okay. Disc golf.
And now they got the kendo stick. Boom, kendo stick. Boom, kendo stick.
Okay, I'm in sync with you. I'm maybe 25 milliseconds.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks, I'm starting to think we might get the appearance. Ooh.
Yeah, this is a just beatdown of the Bloodline, and
I'm starting to think we might get our new member here. Actually,
the Jimmy Fatu, or
do you think someone's gonna come in and save the day?
Maybe
because they're getting. Well, they're just kicking the shit out of them.
Dude, shout out to the girl with the head of the table t-shirt. Knowing what's up.
Oh yeah. What if our tribal chief returns right now?
Can you imagine?
That'd be interesting. This doesn't. I mean, unless France is a big Randy Orton KO fan, this almost feels more like what you'd see in Saudi, where it's the older wrestlers. I know they're not as old as the ones that the people in Saudi but
yeah.
Oh, the tables. We want tables. It's the French table.
Oh, what makes them different?
It's in France. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's pronounced table.
Le table.
This is a great kickoff match.
Yeah, this is not what I was expecting at all from this match.
No, but I love it. It's just.
Why are they singing Seven Nation Army? Dude, you know what? Now that I think about it, we're gonna get a lot of soccer chants probably tonight because it's what they know. Whoa.
Freaking Man City is up 3-0 on Wolves, which is bad.
Are you kidding me? Fuck Man City. I hate Man City. I barely know shit about Premier League, but I know Man City are the fucking evil empire.
They are the evil empire.
Who do you follow?
Arsenal. Again?
Yeah, know, the plucky underdogs.
Good old plucky underdog Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'm a Chelsea boy, TBH.
Loser.
Listen, I'm from Buffalo. I love betting on losing Chelsea dogs.
6-0 the other week. Or 5. Was it 5-0? 6-0?
What does Nepal mean? You know what, guys? I'm going to be live Google Translate.
So I really wish they would show Paul Heyman because I feel
the poll.
He
interesting.
I feel like he has to be totally okay with seeing Solo get the shit beat out of him.
I'm actually surprised Paul isn't a little bit happier by this. But he can't be caught being happy because if they catch it, because they're only allowed to ever show the recordings to wrestlers when it helps them, like not when like it proves, like when it was an accident that I hit you with my finisher.
Right.
We'll never see the replay again. But when it's on purpose, like what they did with Carlito, and which I don't understand that whole thing either, but
still my favorite moment in this whole solo takeover angle has been when Heyman's like frantically trying to call his tribal chief.
Yeah.
Solo takes the phone and stomps it to pieces and whatnot.
WWE is #1 trending in the US on X, which is crazy considering how early this is for us.
Well, for you guys, it's noon, which is, I mean, I'm used to early sports. I watch the Premier League.
That's true.
I know,
and
but
NFL and stuff.
Football
wrestling
starts at 10 a.m. So this is not.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. The football would be crazy early for you. Yeah, like I like an afternoon football game.
No, dude,
But everything else I want to be prime time.
Because you know what's great is like the night games. They're done by 8. I still have a few hours. It's not like I have to stay up late to go to bed, or I stay up late and then like immediately go to bed when they're over.
Right. True that. Yeah, because if we get like a night game that ends up going long, dude, there have been times where it's starting until 11:30 at night for me for those games.
This makes more sense.
Don't want to do.
Yeah.
So KO and Randy got to do the beating up for a while because the fans loved it.
And now it's comeback season.
Now it's the Bloodline takes over and KO and Randy do not.
I love how into it this crowd is.
Me too.
They need to go overseas more often, and I hate it for like our start times, but I love it because the crowds are so.
When we go to Clash that that Clash is going to be great again.
Oh yeah, that's going to be amazing.
Where's Clash at?
Scotland.
Oh, okay.
And that'll be the first time, or it won't be the first time, but we'll definitely get a Drew.
Because aren't we 3 international pay-per-views in a row?
Ooh,
yes.
Do we get a Drew Sheamus match there?
We could.
Because I know Drew was cheering Sheamus on, or at least managing him the other week after he made his burger after burger after burger. But I feel like they need Sheamus or Drew to have something to do until CM Punk stops being injured.
Yeah, and
the real interesting question is when the Saudi contract expires, whenever that is, do they renew?
It's the money, dude. They're gonna renew.
Yeah.
It's like every golfer outside of like Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods talked a big ass game until they came with a check, and then it's like, oh, just for my career, this is the best move for my family.
Well, and then freaking PGA was like, oh no, and then but okay, fine.
PGA's like, they're the most evil thing that's ever existed in the world. Oh, they're gonna share their money with us. Oh, they're good. They're all right.
Let's partner up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the American way of doing business, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I've been watching on YouTube. There's like a guy that does like the fantasy course of the week on PGA 2K23, and some of those courses are interesting. Like some of the creativity from the people.
I wish I had that kind of creativity to go in and build courses like that.
Well, they're not like real courses. They are like super fantasy courses.
Right. I still I've messed with it in that game, and I just honestly I get bored. I just want to go play.
Can you build your courses in PGA or no?
No. Which I'm okay with because A, they've never done it in the EA games, and B, they have a pretty good, damn good selection, and they keep adding courses still. So.
Yeah. I've actually been playing PGA or EA PGA.
Nice.
Online or no?
No, just career mode.
Tyler, is that tennis game any good? Because Challengers has got me itching for tennis.
I mean, the reviews have been good.
Hey, okay. With your Challenger stuff, all I've seen is TikToks about it's like me wanting to play tennis, and then it's like super.
You all see the trans WWE flag back there?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Cinematic.
Might have to cop one. Ooh.
Nice.
What were you trying to say, Steven, though?
The TikToks about challengers is just they're so funny. They make the movie look so dumb.
I know. The movie itself is genuinely like really good. And it's a fun time. It's got a weird energy. Like literally, Steven, last night it felt like going out to the club in there. I can't explain it. It was just like there was like 40 people in that theater at 10 p.m. on a Friday, like 2 weeks after we came out. It was nuts. Great experience, except for if by some chance the woman who took a phone call during the movie is watching this right now, never do that again. That was ridiculous.
Those people deserve to have shit thrown at them.
I know. And the thing is, okay, like it was like a woman, like a middle-aged woman who was there with like her 16-year-old child. And I don't understand, like, how are
Like she took it and didn't leave. Like she was just talking in the middle of during the middle of the movie.
Yeah, dude, like her phone went off super loud and it was some country song. And then she took it. She picked up, was like, hello. And everyone, like, literally everyone laughed at her. Like, it was bad. So at least she got a little bit of a public shaming, which is good. Uh-oh. Missed the chair. That was a good, quick bounce back, dude. He's taking these shots like a fucking pro. Damn.
Are we getting vintage Randy?
Oh, I bet pretty soon.
Where is the guy who always says that shit? Is he here today?
Michael Cole. He's here. Here it is.
Oh, he said it.
Vintage.
He said it.
I want to alarm y'all, but John Cena was spotted in Lyon, France.
No way. Was he really?
Yeah.
You think he's just there as a fan?
Where's
don't.
the match?
Who knows?
Oh.
Le Français. I speak French.
Steven, stop being racist.
How is that racist?
Should I make the most American joke
No.
ever and being like, are
Please.
they chanting "We surrender"?
Oh my god.
I wish I knew a little bit of French so I could say this is awesome in La Français. Oui, oui.
I wonder if they are.
No, I feel like they were saying this is awesome in English.
I remember when the French, committed the dastardly deed of not, sending troops into like Iraq during like the second Gulf War post 9/11, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And because they didn't buy the whole weapons of mass destruction stuff, which they turned out to be kind of right. And
And then I remember when America wanted to call them freedom fries.
yeah, that's what I was getting at. So Americans
Yeah.
got so into it, they like stopped calling French fries and started calling them freedom fries. I'm like, oh my god.
Freedom toast.
Do you
Yeah,
think that's
freedom
going to be in the next Call of Duty? Is there going to be freedom fries? Dude, you know how like Cold War had like the crazy CGI graphics Reagan? We better get fucking Bush in Black Ops 6 or whatever they're calling it. Steven will know in just a short month. Maybe even less.
Sooner. The reveal's like this month.
Yeah, that's what
I
the
thought it was
data
June.
mine.
Oh,
The
reveal.
direct is going to be in June, but a bunch of shit
Yeah.
got data mined that it seems like they're going to reveal it in game in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Oh,
I love that Kevin hits him with the chair first
And then sets it down.
and then sets it up.
dude, because he's going to throw him into all of them.
Yeah.
He's gonna power
Oh,
bomb.
I love Kevin Owens.
I know. I hope Kevin Owens gets another title run.
Those impacts are actually hitting. You could hear them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
This is
fuck,
going to be
wow.
nuts.
this
This
is
is
not-
going to.
I thought he was gonna like pop a power bomb into it.
Oh!
KO's
How does he
going
get up?
through.
He just got hit with 4 shots or like 7 shots.
Dude, do you see his back? It looks like he's been like whipped.
He did
Oh, yeah.
with kendo sticks.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Match.
Uh-oh.
It's not like a great like wrestling match.
Oh my
my
god.
Christ, I love Kevin Owens.
That was cool.
That has to genuinely hurt so
Yeah,
bad.
I
love
feel
Paul
like
Heyman's
the
reaction.
only thing that helps like lessen the pain for all of these things is the sheer like adrenaline of
Yes.
performing in front of the crowd. It's
And
the
they know
only
it's
thing that
coming, so
matters.
they can tense a little bit, right? Like you can.
Well, I feel like you don't want to tense though.
What?
And there's that too.
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
Yes.
Isn't he supposed to have a hoodie on, Steven, and then pull the thing back? And
Oh, that's Tama Tonga's brother. What's Tama Tonga's brother's name?
Mr. Tonga?
Who's under the thing?
What thing?
Heyman's like, I'm so screwed.
Oh my god, dude.
I thought we were getting Fatu. Jacob Fatu.
Ow.
Or are we saving him for a while?
Oh, here comes a spike. Ah.
Wow.
Tonga Lao.
Wow.
Okay.
That was a great opening match.
So
by the way.
KO
That
and
was
Randy
incredible.
Orton just kicked the shit out of the Bloodline for what was that? 30 minutes?
Yep.
But then all of a sudden, I don't know if that is really that good of a victory. That was fun. I don't think that does for the Bloodline what they probably should have done.
It doesn't. I don't think they needed to because they're just going to show up and be like, "We dominated anyway," you know.
Yep.
Why is Paul trying to protect KO?
I don't know. Not my tribal chief. Wow.
Tongalo. Man, that was so cool. Freaking Kevin.
Yeah.
Owens, dude.
That was
You
a
know what I
fun
love
match.
about KO is he like just will put his body on the line every single match.
Dude, I honestly would not be surprised if like actual injuries happened as a result of that throwing into the chairs thing.
Because I don't know, like the tables, I think they're built with a little less metal
They're-
underneath,
they're-
so they break easy.
They're breakaway tables. They're definitely prop tables for sure. Yep.
But the chairs, I don't know. They might take some pieces out to make them bend a little bit easier too, but there's still metal hitting you.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is, when you're getting
Ew,
whacked
why
with
is he
these
like
chairs-
oozing fucking
Because he
phlegm?
got hit in the throat by the
by the
Samoan
thing,
spike,
yeah.
which is the most devastating move in sports entertainment.
One's in the air, boys.
Oh, dude. Please cut away from
Yeah,
that.
that's right. One's in the air. Let's
You
go.
better, Paul. You better do your job.
I can't look at him like with whatever the fuck is coming out of his mouth. Like I have a hand over him on my screen right now. Okay. Y'all know me. I don't scare easily. I love gore, but just like whatever color that was should not occur in nature, dude. Absolutely not.
Man, I feel like I wish WWE would have done this on TikTok rather than fucking X.
I'm with you. Like,
Because I just refuse. I categorically refuse to be on X.
How long has it been since you've been on? Because you haven't been on Twitter since like pre-Elon days, right?
No. Well, I was cutting back from Twitter, but I still use it a lot. When he took over and then I started getting a bunch of just garbage sponsored posts, I just was done. I can't.
but it's funny how all the
He
sponsored
ruined-
posts are like,
Oh, they're
all
super racist or like.
yeah, it's all like hard,
Political
honestly
shit,
hard right,
yeah.
like stuff, and
I know. Or porn.
yeah, that too. We had a large influx of followers who just really wanted to get to know us. We'll say. So,
Dude, did I tell y'all about that I got a porn bot in one of my streams for us the other day?
You did.
Oh, so funny, dude. The graphics look very odd. for WWE
in game
to
though,
gain.
like in game, they're good. Like when you're
Okay.
actually
By
in
the
a
way,
match.
I can't believe. Well, I can't. But the WWE draft was some of the funniest shit I've seen in a long time. Where they would announce the draft picks, and then they would cut to the Raw and SmackDown war rooms,
Yes.
and they would either be like cheering or like, "No, I
Right?
can't believe that happened." No.
I love the one time they cut to the room, the SmackDown room, and Teddy Long's doing his like little dance and whatnot, and like it's just the best. And for some reason, fucking JBL's in there, like with the big ass cowboy hat and shit. And like Randall Keith, turn on him.
Yeah, it's wild.
Time to RKO him.
Just right there on the.
Nice, wholesome Randy.
Who does he
Orton.
look like to me, dude?
We need
Kevin looks a lot like Cher's son to me
You know
for
what we
some
need?
I have
reason.
no
We
idea
need
what Cher son looks like.
Orton, Randall Keith, turn on him, and then Cody, like 2-month-long segment where they bring because Cody was a part of Randy's like faction at
Yep.
Nexus, I think it was.
No, well, that was an Nexus. It was shit.
It was after Evolution.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
that's
Nick
right.
said that
Chat,
Chat,
Because Randall and John Cena had to fight. I thought that was part of when Nexus was around.
no,
I just remember-
it had like DiBiase's kid in it.
Yeah.
And Mr. Perfect's kid.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes sense as the second match. This should be the worst one of the night.
Wow, that's harsh.
Tell me how you really feel, bud.
Okay.
First said, okay, I will.
Tiffany Stratton's legit good. But I kind of agree.
Yeah.
I think this one's probably going to be a little bit of a...
I just don't understand Naomi.
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of always felt that way.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that Tiffany has a Olympic gymnastics background. She looks so Floridian to me. Oh my god, not the is that the Clueless outfit?
And she's from the Twin Cities in Minnesota originally.
That's funny.
Is she really?
I do understand what you mean, though, Hayden. And I hate that I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
With
She
the
just looks
Floridian?
like she looks like a Florida girl.
Oh, totally.
She reminds me of Mandy Rose, but like better.
But yeah, so Nick said Tonga Lao was previously employed by WWE when Hunico was a thing in WWE, that he was their manager as a character named Kamakau.
I did know that.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
No, I'm talking about the Ludwig Kaiser thing.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm on TikTok. And by the way, I've noticed more wrestling on TikTok. And I know my TikTok, I meant like wrestlers on TikTok.
Like that,
Okay.
yeah.
And I wonder if
That's hilarious.
Trips has cut back on that bit. Because Vince was like, you can't do anything.
Well, I know. Yeah,
Dude,
they've backed off
Wow.
on that policy of not allowing people to like stream or do whatever, and like that was such a dumb boomer move by Vince. Like, get your talent out there and let people engage with them, because that's what people want now. They want to engage directly with the talent, not with the brand.
Right.
And if somebody's on Twitch, like AJ Styles would stream on Twitch all the time, like go and interact. Like,
Right. For sure.
it just grows your brand at the end of the day. But if Vince couldn't control the money flow from it, he didn't want it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, she has such like a Florida Barbie vibe to her.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Like this character, wherever she's really from, she said she's in the Twin Cities. She's giving Miami for sure. or Malibu, maybe. It's my world, and you're all living in it. That's incredible.
It didn't pause for like 2 seconds.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Tiffany time.
Dude, her fit is reminding me of the Princess Leia like slave bikini.
Honestly,
It
it's
does.
for a little bit. Also, it's like if Barbie was Wonder Woman for a day.
Yeah.
Well, so what is the next WWE pay-per-view? Is it the one in Saudi?
Saudi in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Are you going to NXT Battleground in Las Vegas, boys?
No. I can't commit to like fully watching NXT. It's
Oh yeah, May
damn much.
25th.
Like,
Oh, and then Clash and then Money.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Steven, I have great news for you. Unrelated to WWE, but also Hayden's fault and around that time.
Uh-oh.
You get to take part in a movie review reaction video.
Oh, do I?
You do, because Hayden
Is that when I'm going to Vermont?
Yeah, Hayden's going to Vermont. Strategically looked up when this movie was debuting.
It was not strategically. We've gone the same week my entire life.
Okay.
What game is this? Or movie?
Movie. Horizon, an American Saga.
No.
Steven, this was more of an FYI than a question. Just letting you know.
Well, I'm gonna be gone that week. Sorry.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Dude, they're going crazy in here. Her entrance is so hype with like the neon glowing and everyone doing the phones.
See, I just think it's dumb. I don't know. I'm never.
It works on me, dude. I love like because this has like gay club energy to me, which I very much enjoy.
I bet that's what she's going for. You know, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Probably not. But
yeah, she's like gotta give people some sleazeball realness, bro. It just buffered. It just paused for me. Are you kidding me? Hold on, I gotta close the app and relaunch. I should be.
We
don't
gotta
bother
bring
pausing
back
it. I should be back to where we're at.
the wacky inflatable tube men.
Yes.
She should never do that again.
There's that guy right there that has a sign that
Yeah,
says I'm still a hugger.
There
Dude,
we go.
Karen,
Okay, I'm back.
You know what's funny? Like Karen's obviously super annoying, but Karen Bayley was the best
Oh
character
god, it was so good.
WWE had especially in COVID. She was the best. She was my favorite. Ding dong, hello.
She and Sasha and Asuka a little bit like carried television on the women's side.
Well, I mean, and it's Bayley and Sasha were on both shows.
Both shows.
And
remember
for like 4 months.
And remember, like there was a small roster, so they were not just on for like a segment. They were taking up like 30 minutes of a show.
Oh yeah, and they were,
sometimes.
or they'd be ringside and commenting.
Yep.
Man, my favorite was when it was Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross were a tag team against. I don't remember who they were facing, and Sasha and Bayley were commenting, and Bayley just calling Nikki a little like chipmunk as she ran around being crazy. It was one of the best things. From
Plus, her whole feud with Michael Cole is the best.
Yes. Also, I appreciate Corey Graves over the last few months. He's definitely cut down the heel shtick and been more the like.
Who is the heel in this?
Play-by-play.
Because she's giving heel energy to me.
Tiffany time.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Naomi is a face. Bayley is a face. Though Bayley is, I guess, more like the gray hero.
Yeah. She's like she's an Ahsoka for our May 4th analysis.
How old is Naomi?
Oh,
Tyler, did you see how long Tales of the Empire is, dude?
She's only 36. I thought she was older.
no, how long?
It's like 6 15-minute episodes. Just
Really?
chef's kiss. Yeah.
The WWE Tag Team Champions of the World. The Road Dogg, Jesse James. The Badass Billy Gunn. No.
Steven, would you be in if Vincent Kennedy McMahon started a rival promotion?
Hell no. Absolutely not. Who would be?
There have
Who,
been
like-
like slight rumors that might happen. I don't think it will. I think
They-
he's gonna do
No,
something, but
dude.
not that.
They'd be getting people like Gina Carano, you know? Like, who's going over to that?
He'll be
league?
exclusively on Fox News or like their streaming service or whatever.
Yeah. Daily Wire, maybe even. Get Ben Shapiro to announce.
There you go. He could do play-by-play every week.
My doctor wife told me that this is actually not good for your back.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's exactly how it would go.
When's Charlotte coming back?
Rumors she is also in France right now.
Are they saying TikTok like for Tammy time, clock's ticking? Or Tiffy time, I mean.
Tiffy time. I don't know.
Yeah.
The early
Ooh.
moments of triple threats are always so weird to me until you
Yeah.
get like somebody thrown out of the ring. So it can be like,
Yeah,
one
they
for
just-
a minute.
Right. They just have like a very weird, like someone's always just like either standing around or writhing in pain more than is believable.
And they're just watching until there's like a pin and then, oh, I'm going to go break this up now.
Whoa. She
I
went
got
after both
Tiffy's
of
right
them.
there looking at the pin taking place and just not doing anything.
But that was one of those pins where it was like, I don't need to do anything. She is kicking out of that. This feels very AEW roly match.
Yeah, Flippy.
Yes.
I called it that this would be the second match. No one believed me.
WWE did.
Who was no one?
Y'all?
I don't remember you saying that.
Yeah, I said I feel like the women's matches are usually second, and Tyler's like, no, it could be first.
No, we were talking about the other women's match.
The other women's match.
Oh,
The-
yeah, you're right. My bad.
What
My bad.
usually works,
The
Aiden,
tag team
is
one.
the second match tends to be the worst match of the card.
I
That
feel
is
like you've
true.
got to do the Priest match next.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
The women's tag match, I think, will be the second to last match.
I agree.
But,
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird to me. Why don't they announce the orders first? Like,
Because they're subject to change, like up until basically.
Yes.
oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Naomi, you're going to do the butt drop? Oh.
I believe
Well,
they're
that's true, yeah.
saying
We have Damian,
this
the
is
tag
awesome
team,
in French.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Cody.
sure.
Is there another one? Am I missing one?
There's 5 matches on this one?
Is there only 5?
You got the
Yeah.
tag team, 2 women's matches, or the
And
tag
the
team
2
women's match,
championship.
Bloodline versus KO and Orton, this, Cody, and Priest.
Nick thinks Naomi is clearly going to take the pin in this match. What are we
Yes,
thinking?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bayley
sure.
will pin Naomi.
Where the hell is Naomi right now? Where'd she go?
She's not thrown out of the ring, which is what always happens in triple
She's
threat
having
matches.
a prime.
One of them gets thrown out of the ring, and then they're down for however long they need to be down for, but then they'll come back when they need to be come back.
Whoa. She just like Dark Souls parried her ass.
That is a very European chant for Bayley. The UK does it every time.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
That's funny.
Erling Haaland has 4 goals for Man City right now. That's crazy.
I feel like it's rare that 4 goals happen in a Premier League game, period.
Arsenal scored 3 today against Bournemouth.
Damn. Steven's like, y'all got me watching the wrong sport right now, dude.
No, the fucking Arsenal game was at 4:30 in the morning.
I'm having a hard time getting like invested in this match. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The problem with these cards is, and this is where I think
I really think, Steven, they need to take 2 months off after Mania without pay-per-views.
I was just going to say, cutting down a couple pay-per-views might not be the worst thing, especially since they're not pay-per-views anymore anyways.
Yeah.
I know. They're on streaming, yeah.
But, like, this traditionally is the least compelling PLE of the year. This and the Saudi one.
Or Fastlane, when they have that.
Yeah, but Fastlane's gotten more. Well, they've gone back to Elimination Chamber now, right?
Oof.
So Hayden, a few years ago, I think it was right.
Oh, there Naomi goes.
It was like 2018. Tyler wanted me to get into wrestling again, and we watched Fastlane together, and it was just god awful.
Was that like 17 or 16 or 17? Because I was living in Texas.
I think it was like 18. I thought it was 18.
No, I was living in Texas, so it was
This ain't Texas.
Well, I didn't know you in 2016 until
17 then.
The end of 16.
Yeah, 17 then.
Oh my god, you guys are coming up on your 10-year anniversary.
I was just thinking, Tyler, we've been doing the podcast now for 7 years.
I know.
Wow.
It's it's 7 years next month.
Yeah.
That's
no,
crazy.
it wasn't until. Was it? I thought
no,
it wasn't until
8 years for the show next month.
Yeah, we didn't start doing it together till like October, November.
Yeah. So for you, it's more like November.
8 years for the show, meaning like the MLB The Show podcast?
No, for like the brand. And just
okay.
Since the first time we set up a mic and did a show.
Gotcha.
It was in June of 2016.
Was it the first episode where someone talked about being the kid from E.T.?
No, that was episode 6.
Why do you remember that so vividly?
Because it's the most obnoxious thing ever.
And he claimed he was a kid from E.T.
Like he claimed he was in the movie. Like,
well, he thought he did the stunt, right? Where they did the
but he swore that he swore he was the like on screen. That he was the kid on the bike. And I'm like, why would they have just some random kid come and do that? Like, why not just have the actor sit on the bike and pedal?
Why is she like shaking ass on her head? Oh. I feel like the women's matches have a lot more like.
Hayden, you need to pause again for
8 seconds.
How did you get so far ahead?
Remember,
of
it buffered and they had to like reset.
Yeah.
She just moonsaulted.
Yeah.
Pin to Bayley.
Break up.
And now they're just gonna lie there for a second.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Did you pause, Hayden?
I did.
Okay.
Have you played?
We're in like a replay now. Okay.
Yeah, we're on the replay, and then Naomi's up. Super kick, but to the tummy.
Okay, yeah, now we're like even.
Okay.
Sweet shin music.
But yeah, that was one of my favorite like stories ever. I remember sitting there listening to it while it was happening, and just being like in awe. Like, are you serious? I thought it was a joke, but he was like dead serious. He thought he was in ET.
My favorite moment, though, Hayden. Sorry to the
Mhm.
listeners at home as we reminisce about old podcasts as we come up on the 8-year anniversary. But this match is
deserving of that so far. Sorry.
not
Yikes.
super engaging. I feel like we're getting to the point where we're going to see a lot more bigger moves. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I've liked some of like the flips and like the gymnastics stuff because I think that's what's
You
interesting
would
about
love
the
AEW then.
about the women's is that there's a lot more like flips and like it's there's more verticality in the matches. I guess.
Aiden,
Like,
you
it's
need to
not
go
as
back
flat.
and watch when the Dudley boys, the Hardy boys, and Edge and Christian were like a tag team at the height of their.
Yeah, I might and give you like a list of
Homework.
like 5 matches to go find on Peacock, you know?
Yeah.
First, you need to go open up the 1998 Hell in a
King of the Ring.
technically it was King of the Ring and watch
Yeah.
that full pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But anyways, my favorite moment from the old podcast is when there was a recipe segment for gamers and it was beef stew and it had like 600 steps. Notorious gaming food, beef stew.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
point was to like have easy like food for gamers because this person was like thought he was like Emerald Lagasse or some shit, right? And wanted to make like share easy gamer recipes, quick, easy make stuff. And the debut one was beef stew, which required like a shit ton of ingredients and then a cook
And
time
prep.
of hours. So
Wow. Just casual. Dude, yeah, like because I think to me like
there was a Star Wars shirt.
oh word, like gaming related like cocktails and like or if you can make like a certain like dish from a game would be cool. Like I've always wanted to try like a Nuka Cola or like the perks from Call of Duty or something like that, you
Mhm.
know. But
I feel like when you're talking gamer food, it's like how long to preheat the oven before the pizza rolls go in, kind of
For
type
real.
of thing, right?
Or bagel
And,
bites. Are you guys a bagel bites or pizza rolls people?
pizza rolls.
Have you guys had bagel bites?
yes.
Yeah, not in a very long time though.
And you like pizza rolls better?
Uh-huh.
I like pizza rolls. Bagel bites are better.
Whoa.
Bagel bites are too bready for me.
Yeah, I feel like
But have you ever had the cheese pizza
I'm with you
rolls?
on that.
Those are awful.
Yeah, I don't
yes.
like those. I get the combo ones.
You have to. Have to.
What? Look at them flipping each other over. They're just playing right now. Oh,
This feels like an AEW match,
It
Tyler.
really does.
yeah. Like I feel like this would be really hyped to see live in like a local event, but it's not like I don't think it's at the caliber of what I would expect from a WWE pay per view.
My favorite WWE trend is that whenever they go for the announce tables at pay-per-views, they almost always like go to
Don't
destroy the Spanish or
yeah.
in this case French announce table first.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there. And like this to me feels like a Monday Night Raw main event.
Yes, and it would have been
Yeah.
a good one.
Like, yeah, and it's fine. But I do like have a little bit of sympathy for the performers here too, because like you're tasked with putting together a match that's entertaining, even though everybody knows who's going to win.
Yeah, which is hard.
It is hard. Oh. You taking notes there, Steven, or what are you doing?
Oh, someone texted me.
Oh,
Wow.
thought you were preparing like a deep dive article on this match or something. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
No,
He's got to write it on pad and paper first, though.
you're
Tyler,
We're
what
gonna
would
go
you
melt
do?
around the bit and give it 7.5 stars or something.
What would you do if someone tried to turn in an article on pad and paper and was like, "Could you put this in Word?"
Oh, I
for
missed
me?"
the hard hitting ending. Oopsies.
It was basically a surprise roll up, Steven.
Yeah, the most devastating move in all sports
Yes.
entertainment.
Yeah, that was mid.
I think it's more designed to set up later stuff. All right, boys.
But
It's 1
that's what the
o'clock.
weekly
We're
events are
clear for day drinking at this point.
Not me. It's only 11.
Yeah, it's 1 o'clock here in real America.
Yee! Are you day drinking, Tyler?
Yep.
Good for you. All I have
I
in the
feel like I
house
need
right
to
now,
after that.
all I have in the house right now is wine. And I don't feel like red wine is like a 2 p.m. drink.
Well, not unless you want to be asleep by like 5. And I love red wine.
See, I've decided because Steven,
Dude, I
as you
like
know,
the Josh
I've
talk last night.
like
You know
I
what I'm
hardly
saying?
ever have alcohol anymore. But I've decided since we're going to do these things, like WWE pay-per-views are going to be my time to,
Yeah, just get sponsored by
have a little bit.
Bud Light.
Hey, we need to get sponsored by NordVPN too, because I want to do a VPN.
I know, me too.
Because that's going to be my escape from cable. Because now that like internet credit is ending. I don't know if you know about this. So my bill's going up by another $30.
Oh, fun.
I
know, me too, Nick.
Tyler, what are you drinking? Nick asked.
Bud Light.
I just said it, Hayden. It's like you don't pay attention.
I was reiterating for the fans. God damn it.
They can ask questions.
Someone's got to pay attention to chat here. Dude, I
do pay attention to chat. I just don't call out the
picture. Can I just say, like,
it's pretty goated.
Yeah.
I am straight up more excited for the Derby than
I don't understand the appeal of horse racing. It's just watching horses run around.
Awesome. Dude, Steven, it's the
riveting.
best. It's the best 3 minutes in sports of the whole year.
I don't know about
it's
that.
incredible. It's incredible, man. You get to drink silly drinks while it's still
but that's what it is, isn't it?
Hats.
It's all the stuff around
the silly
it.
Hats
it's the drinking and the pageantry and all of that, right? Like,
I love the silly hats.
Do you know what my actual favorite part of the Derby is? Genuinely, when my mom texts me like the morning of and is like, "Give me just 3 horse names you want to win place show on, and I got you." So
nice.
Shout out to mommy for paying for my gambling.
For mammy.
Yeah. Dude.
One's in the air, boys. One's in the air.
Yep.
Is there WWE sports betting?
There is. There is.
Really?
Yeah.
How would that work though if they're scripted? Like, couldn't people just leak it?
You can bet. So there was one match that you could have won a ton of effing money on.
Which one?
10 years ago this year. At WrestleMania 30, The Undertaker went in to defend his 21-0 streak against Bork Laser. And Lesnar was a plus 2,000 heading into that match.
No way.
Yep. And he won.
It was like when Paul was asking him for help with his eyes. It's like, save me. Save me, Jay. We need you. We need you. Yeet, yeet, yeet. It was like when Leicester won the Premier League in like 2016. Someone won, I think, like £200,000 on it, on like a $100 bet because they were such heavy underdogs because they had just been promoted.
Ooh.
I love Damian Priest's like BDSM outfit with the little chains.
Right.
Hey, and you can bet on lots of things. So I'm looking at it right now. You can bet on like.
You can bet on the 2020 election or 2024 election.
You can bet on what's going to happen in Cobra Kai season 6. Will Courtney Cox be in the celebrity version of The Traitor? Yes or no? That is also bettable. Who will win a war if aliens attack planet Earth? Humans minus 400, aliens plus 300. That's a real betting thing.
That is such a dumb bet because it's never going to happen, so they never have to pay it.
It's a donation. So
just are giving them money.
Yep.
Ooh.
Will Neil
I'm
Young
looking at-
or Joni Mitchell appear on the Joe Rogan podcast? Yes or no? So there's that, Steven.
The hell?
All right.
So
And,
I'm doing my bets for the horses right now. I'm looking to
Okay.
see what we got.
give us some of the names.
Because I always. So, I want to read the list. I have it right now. So I got door knock. This is not really in any particular order based on odds or anything.
If
It's
there's a
just how
Star
they're
Wars
listed.
themed horse on Star Wars Day, you have to.
There is not.
Okay.
We got door knock, Sierra Leone, Mystic Dan, Catching Freedom. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. I
Catalytic.
think that's the one.
Just Steel, Honor Marie, Just a Touch, Encino, T.O. Password, Forever Young, Track Phantom, West Saratoga, Endlessly, Domestic Product, that's pretty fucking baller. Grand Mo the First, Fierceness, Stronghold, Resilience, Society Man, and Epic Ride. So I'm gonna go. Are you guys? Do you want me to make my official calls right now?
Make them now.
Yeah.
Yep. Do it.
The official strangely awesome horses I'm betting on are a win place show on Sierra Leone with 3-1 odds. Feeling decent about that. I think I'll make back what I spend, perhaps. Hopefully. Statistics are my favorite. Society Man tied with two other horses for the worst odds at 50-1.
Okay.
And then we got Forever Young, who I know I was talking shit about the international horses, but you know what? He's got 10-1 odds, and all I'm saying is you don't bring a horse from halfway around the world unless it's got a fucking shot. You know what I'm saying? And there is an art. Just what the fuck?
There you go, Steven. Do it.
Dude, this article, the sponsored suggested article on this.
Yeet. One's in the air. One's in the air.
Boys, I shit you not, the sponsored suggested article on this is Hollywood's most beautiful interracial couples.
All right. Hey, and I'm going to give you one more betting thing for you to look. Give me your thoughts on here. So I'm looking at the Oscars odds right now.
Okay.
For Best Picture, the current favorite is Dune Part 2 at plus 300.
Ooh.
Bye, dog.
Also making appearances. So none of the other stuff that we've reviewed so far. So Megalopolis is second at plus 600, tied with Joker, Body of Do at plus 600. Gladiator 2 on the list at plus 1200.
No, not happening.
Russell Crowe also on the list of best supporting actor noms or odds at plus 1200 for Gladiator.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be Dune Part 2 or Megalopolis. It's gonna depend on just how good Megalopolis ends up being, but it has the advantage of being really fresh in people's minds. It's right at the end of the year.
I am surprised that Civil War is nowhere on the list.
I think Civil War is going to be nominated for Best Picture, and I think Challengers is going to be too, but I don't think either of them have an actual shot at winning.
I don't either. Well, I could see Civil War winning, to be honest
No,
with you.
Civil War is going to win Best Original Screenplay.
Apparently, I'm the only one that cares about Jey and wrestling. While you guys are talking about
We're trying to make some fucking money here, folks.
film.
Steven, you're not doing it right either because you don't have your phone light on going yeet
Sorry.
while you're doing it.
Sorry.
Yeet, yeah.
There you go.
It's me. Ooh,
That does look pretty freaking cool, though.
It's me.
It does. His outfit is fucking ridiculous, though. Like, it's goofy, honestly.
Hey, you got to get those glasses.
Do I, though?
Yeah.
It's like
I
a
don't know, bud.
workout. Yeet. Dude, some of the kids that I work with, not in my class, but they come in with the stupid Pit Viper glasses, and I think they look like the dumbest shades. of all time. I can't. Like some of the kids that have them. Like you should. No.
Can we get in WWE 2K24? Can we get an update that puts the Prime cart ringside as
I would love
like,
that.
usable prop?
Yes.
I think, dude, they gotta make the Prime, like, just the Prime bottle has to be like a playable character.
Should I try to lift Bayley up and put him on screen? I'm gonna do it. Bayley, you're gonna love this.
Hey, and you got to get that game when it goes on sale.
Mayhaps.
Do you see the dog?
Oh, look at that!
do see the dog. He's
Does he love it? No.
See? He looks so
Steven,
nice.
how do you feel about like being like the dad who stepped up for a dog or for a pet? Period.
Yeah.
Because
Two of
that's
them.
how I am with my cat. Because Sophia had the cat for a bit longer than like I already had the cat for a bit.
Oh, I'm
when
the
I
spare
met
human.
them. Okay.
But he is right here hanging out with me. Though why he is wet when I don't want to know. Bailey, no! See, he just leaves me. And then it makes me sad. Bailey, come here. Bailey. We can get you back on camera for the viewers.
Is this one of those weird like CG? Oh, what the fuck? Why they got goddamn Dark Souls PS3 people in here? What is this shit? What the hell?
Why are they wet?
Dude, he's got the Daryl Dixon wings on, and he's wearing the Matrix. That's such a Matrix ass trench coat.
Well,
dude.
I've heard
The PVC.
somebody called him like the bondage Undertaker. It's so
Oh, he
funny.
did get on camera. That's so cute.
He does look a little bit of a leather daddy.
It is the bondage Undertaker.
Mhm.
That's what I said. He got the BDSM fits always.
Yeah.
Bailey, go on, get.
Dude, oh my god, Tyler, can I get you to do a reverse Gen Z theater? Can I get you to sacrifice some time for just some really garbage TV is popular with young people?
Which is?
MILF Manor season 2 is fucking
Oh,
insane so far.
No, I don't. Oh my gosh. Yes, you should do that, Tyler. I don't know if I can watch that show, but I watched TikToks about that show. And I followed season 1 because I kept seeing TikToks doing the like what's it like recaps. And dude, some of the shit they had, like some of the challenges were insane.
Dude, okay,
like
so
the moms had to identify their boys' underwear. And remember, these are like 18 to 20-year-old dudes and 50-year-old MILFs. Tyler?
Yeah. So the twist last season it was a house of MILFs and a house of like hot young single sons, but all of the sons were the children of one of the moms that were there.
Is that not the twist of season 2? Is there a different twist?
Just sounds
Yes.
super compelling.
Yes, season 2's got a different one. Do you want me to spoil?
Yes,
Sure.
I'm not watching the show.
Okay, so this time it's 5 MILFs, 10 guys, and the guys it's 5 younger guys and their dads. Dude,
I love it.
it's insane. I'm gonna try and pitch at the other side I write for, do some reality TV if they'll let me do like a MILF Manor.
You know what's
weekly
funny
recap.
is it's so trashy, but it's so much more interesting than those
It's more interesting than Love Island for sure, because like because you go on a show like Love Island or something like that, and it's like when you leave, you never have to see any of those people again, dude. Like on MILF Manor, like your fucking parent is there. Like that has the potential to be like relationship altering, traumatizing for the rest of your life. And dude, the thing that's so fucking funny is in the first season, it was like a cast of like 20 or 24, and it was in like a beach house in like Mexico or something, like right on the water. And you can tell there were massive budget cuts this season because it's Niagara on the lake. Like in Canada, it's just like a lake house. Which is like, it's nice, but like I've been to Niagara on the lake. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a bucket list destination. So
I just love this bit of the wrestling match because it's pissing Damian Priest off.
for sure.
Because you know what, Stu?
It's just pissing Damian Priest off.
Oh yeah.
And to answer your question, Nick, I didn't have Prime, but I have heard some things about it that make me never want to put it in my body.
Oh yeah, haven't there been like lawsuits that it's
Yes,
fucking
that they knew they were using chemicals that were banned
shit.
a lot of places, and they knew and they didn't care and they did it anyways.
Yikes. You know what would be crazy, dude?
Not doing it.
Whatever was in Four Loko, but like whatever type of alcohol that was, but do it with Prime. Do like a Prime after dark, Spiked Prime. Prime hard. Prime harder.
Sure.
Hell yeah, brother. Oof.
All right,
This is a
Tyler.
huge drinking weekend, man.
There's a massive event going on tonight.
Uh-oh.
Who wins?
What is it?
Toronto or Boston?
Oh, yes. Do you remember when I texted you like days ago when they were down 3-1?
Is it basketball or hockey?
And
hockey.
I nailed it, did I not?
Oh,
Well, if Boston comes out and wins 6-0, then yes, you nailed it. I hope Toronto wins.
I do too. But
Bucks
the Maple Leafs have a tradition of just absolutely soiling themselves in the first round over and over. And in increasingly soul crushing fashion against Boston.
Okay.
This time, so they once famously had a 22-goal lead with 4 minutes to go in Game 7 and won. I'm just kidding. It was like 4-1.
It was 4-1. It was 4-1. 6 minutes or 12 minutes left, I think.
What's that?
I think it was 12 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, it was something like that.
That's brutal.
But anyway, they've just increasingly found ways to just lose in heartbreaking fashion to Boston. This year, they get matched up against Boston again in the first round. They fall down 3-1. Now they've won games 5 and 6, somewhat convincingly, even though the scores were close. Boston,
right.
Toronto's looked really good on the ice.
Toronto's
and now Game 7 is tonight.
Looks like the second coming of Patrick Waugh.
So I messaged Steven a few days ago.
Is it in Toronto or is it in Boston?
It's in Boston.
So I messaged Steven a few days ago. I'm like, isn't it going to be great when the Leafs force Game 7 only to just get stopped?
But last year, Boston was up 3-1 against Florida and blew
lost.
And so there's two stories at play. Sean McIndoe, one of my favorite sports authors or writers, I guess he is an author, but he did a little article about the Leafs' history of coming back from 3-1 down in the series and having those comeback games just to lose in Game 7. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I hope Toronto.
Yeah. Dude, this match is kind of not incredible either.
It's starting slow, yeah.
This is the slow, yeah, and this is how these. I feel like Jake is in these types of matches a lot.
Priest isn't exactly a high flying, high octane guy though. He's a power,
He just spit on his hand before slapping him. That's
Yeet. Yeet. Why is he hitting the robot first? He had to charge up the hit. That's crazy.
Yeet.
Ooh.
It's me, Oos.
I would say very good choice to put this in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got good fan engagement. You almost forget that Jey has cooled off tremendously from his when he was on fire earlier.
Yeah, when he left Bloodline and whatnot. Yeah.
Right. Ooh.
You see that Luis Ariz got traded to the Padres, Tyler?
I saw it was going to happen. I mean, Miami's won like 9 games, so I don't know. They're screwed.
I don't think the Padres are all that good either.
Yeah, but they're good enough that
They're second
they
in the
can,
division, 17 and 18.
I mean, they're playing for a wild card, but
For sure.
especially with Arizona, like off to a really slow start in that division.
Yeah, Nick said he hates how they've been booking the Usos the past few months. Do y'all agree? Think they've been like
I do.
kind of underutilized?
I think that's what I almost feel like it might be intentional. Like they're just going to make fans really clamor for them getting back together as a tag team, and that'll happen. But I do agree. I think it's been
A Klingon-like head of JD McDonough. That's hilarious.
That's honestly fairly accurate, though. I see it. Whatever happened to the dude who played Worf? He's still around?
Is Worf a Klingon?
he is a
Yeah,
Klingon.
dude.
What are you doing? Like you're on a nerd culture show, and
That was the whole thing of his characters, that he was like the one like Klingon who like didn't like all of the war and stuff, and he was like, I want to go get an education.
I was not a very big
Fucking
Star Trek
collect
person.
Collect dirt.
But I forgot. I thought, what race is Spock?
Vulcan.
Okay, I had a brain fart. Okay.
Yeah, Vulcans and Klingons are like probably the two most famous aliens in Star Trek. Would you say that's accurate, Tyler?
oh yeah, Romulans too. But yeah,
Yeah, but Romulans and Vulcans are very similar.
they're
They're cousins.
they came from the same bloodline, so to speak. But
Shut up, Nut. No, I'm kidding.
one of them
JD
chose to
McDonough's
not
still
acknowledge
out
their
there?
tribal chief at one point and had to split off.
Yeet. Boo.
So waking up, Steven? Or is this one putting you to sleep? No, this
The
is
late
definitely.
morning sleepies.
Yeah. What time did you wake up this morning, dude?
6.
Why?
Because I just am on an internal clock, and it always.
Didn't you
gets
go
me
to
up
bed
at
late
6.
last night, though, too?
No, it was like 11.
Oh, I thought you were up letting the Josh talk.
Then the what?
Josh, the wine.
I
Y'all
didn't
ever
have
had
any
Josh
wine.
before? I thought you were. What'd you drink last night then?
I was having my Lagavulin to celebrate my
What is that?
Scotch.
Oh, okay.
That was cool.
You know, to me, Jey Uso is one of those. It's almost like Naomi for me, where like the whole spectacle of everything that happens before getting in the ring and actually wrestling is better than the wrestling.
Yep.
Times. What happened
I'd
to
agree
JD
there.
McDonough? I do not remember him getting hit. Did Damian Priest headbutt him, or was it Jay?
Didn't he get kicked or something? Yeah, he got kicked by Jay.
Where's Dirty Dom?
Dirty Dom's got a broken arm or something.
Yeah, dude. Oof. Oh. So what's the match that's going to be between? Oh, it's the women's tag team, right?
Women's tag team,
the
yeah.
women's
That's
tag
gonna be
match.
fun.
It's me, Oos.
And they're leaving some time. We're gonna get a Super Cena appearance or some nonsense like that.
Yeah, I feel like we need something hype to happen. 'Cause it's just been like, I don't know, the middle stretch here has been kind of like, I don't know. It's
This
been
is
okay.
unfortunately what I expected from this.
You could have told me that before I took my Saturday for it.
Well, because we were going to either way, but
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. Why does
uh,
bro have a burning cross tattoo?
You know what's funny? This is still
What?
probably going to be a better one than Queen of the Ring.
oh no, I think King of the Ring will be okay.
Can
Because
y'all
King
hear
of the Ring
that
is actually going
lawnmower
to advance the
outside?
story a little bit. I bet Gunther wins King of the Ring.
Do I need to
Yeah.
close my window because someone's mowing very aggressively
No, I
outside?
can't even hear.
No.
Cool.
Well, if he wins King of the Ring, then I think someone else is going to be winning Money in the Bank.
I would not be shocked at all to see Logan Paul win Money in the Bank.
I'm excited for Money in the Bank. That'll be
Who's
fun.
the U.S. champion right now? It's Logan Paul.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Logan Paul. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's going to have both, or do you think he's going to drop at Clash?
Well, he could drop. I mean, it depends on if they feel like it's time to elevate him to the main event status. I mean, I kind of feel like he's probably ready, but he's got to be willing to commit to a bigger schedule because I don't want another champion like, showing up once every 2 months.
Right.
Well, where was Finn when they were having the Judgment Day issues the other day?
I don't know.
So much for Damian not needing these other people to help him win.
Yeah.
Oh, that one looked painful.
He even commented. I mean, he hasn't won yet. And it's actually making me feel a little bit like Jey might win.
I don't think Jay's winning this.
I don't think it is, but
no.
At least, but it's nice when you start getting those feelings like maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe I talked myself into it. I did it with Roman a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was good storytelling in those matches, though. Like, it actually worked a lot of the times. Like the Seth Rollins matches, the KO matches. Like,
the Brock one with the tractor.
Yes. And, Brock Bork is whatever, but, not the greatest person by all accounts. But
clearly,
that tractor match, Hayden, is like everything great. Everything, it was peak Vince WWE. Like take all the good things about it.
But that was supposed to be Trips' first
yeah, but that was still like Vincent era.
For sure.
Like it was just total. I mean, Hayden, he brought a tractor to the ring and lifted the ring in the air.
That's pretty incredible.
Which is a throwback to he had a match against the Big Show, and he had to get the Big Show to somewhere, and so he put him on a pallet in a tractor and tractored him out.
Right.
Super kick party. I hate they ruined that move. It used to be such a good finisher. And now it's so overused.
It's not really even used as a finisher, is it?
It's not.
Anymore?
That's part of the big problem.
Right. They nerfed it. Ooh.
This is decent storytelling because it's like Damian was like, "You need me, I don't need you," and you're right, Tyler. JD McDonough had cost him a couple matches, but now he just helped him.
Yeah. So now JD's going to be able to be like, "Hey, you wouldn't still be champion if not for me."
I think this one's picked up more in like the middle towards.
This is how Jay's matches always go. They start super slow and boring, and then like halfway through they become.
That's how Damian's matches go too. So it's like a perfect,
I feel like this is like a fairly like traditional WWE match because they're sticking to the ring
for power guys. Yeah,
I would say.
Because if you go back, Stu, and you watch even like Taker Michaels, and shit like that, like. That was like that too. It started relatively,
about the halfway. You should watch that. You should watch that match, Hayden.
When I give you the list to like 5, that will be one of them. Like, undoubtedly so.
Word up.
That might be one of the best matches, if not the best match of all time.
I think it is my favorite match of all time.
Okay,
it's just like masterful storytelling.
The Mankind like Taker might be like the most holy shit moment ever.
Surprisingly, Steven, a Super Cena match is in my top 5 favorite matches of all time.
Which one?
Against Phil
That's Phil.
CM Punk.
Oh.
Why are you calling him Phil?
The one
That's
in
his name.
Chicago?
Yeah, the Money in the Bank match.
Is that the one where they like switched roles
Oh,
mid-match?
Priest wins. No, there was one where Punk was like, "My contract is up at the end of this pay-per-view."
Oh, that's right. Was it
And if I win the title, I'm leaving with it.
Damn.
And it's his hometown,
What
so
happened
the
to-
place was just nuts. And for everybody like me who just hated the reign of Super Cena, like crushing everyone, like it was just such a great atmosphere because like the entire
This is
crowd.
interesting.
Uh-oh.
Nick said his favorite of all time was AJ Styles versus John Cena at the Royal Rumble 2017. Or he did say it was his favorite of all time. He said it's his favorite, so it might have just been his favorite Cena match.
This was an interesting match.
Are we witnessing the beginning of the end of the judgment?
Well, I thought they've been setting the seeds of that
Yeah.
for 3 weeks now.
But
yes.
I felt like they were doing that a year ago too, and then it didn't happen. And
but I felt like it's been way more now.
I just love that now Damian Priest wants to be the honorable champion. Like, okay.
Right.
This was. What would you rate the first match? We haven't rated them yet.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do it a little bit after, but I think I would probably, just from a like fun standpoint, I'd probably put that one the best so far.
Oh, for sure.
This one grew on me a lot as we went on.
Yeah, it's not how you start; it's how you finish.
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
That was a fun match. It was better than I thought. The second one was so forgettable, but
Well, in this match,
Yeah.
and
wait,
the reason I
hold
think
on.
this match is successful is I think this match was more about telling
All right,
a Judgment
all
Day
right,
story.
All right,
you know.
all right.
Right.
Got to get the cameras out. You guys
Yo,
did-
dude,
yeah,
that looks
too.
just like Daryl Dixon.
Yeah, totally.
All right, I got the QR code. The QR code links to 888 space 280 space 399. Let's see what the sound is.
You think you're so close to finding him, but you don't even know what you're looking for. He's not what you think.
You know what that
He
is,
wants to
right?
help. That's all he's ever wanted.
Shut up.
He opens up his arms and makes you feel like you matter, like you belong. He doesn't choose you. He reminds you. He wants to know, why did you forget about them? He says he opened the door, and the time of secrets has come to an end.
That was fucking eerie, dude.
That was
That was Alexa
What's-
Bliss,
yeah, and that was
Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a phone number.
Oh,
Call it,
weird.
Steven. Maybe it's Alexa herself.
All right. 1-888-280-3999.
Vous avez battu le record des recettes de tous les Backlash.
Do you know the story of the secrets and the lost key? The 99 others to search for the one that had gone missing. He rejoiced when he found it. But what happened when my precious
Is that
went
like text to
missing?
speech?
None of them cared. Their families didn't care. Their friends didn't care. You let the darkness take them. Left them shackled in hell all alone. But I set them free. They are my family now. And we will do anything to protect our family. I can't wait for you to see what they've become. It's beautiful.
Thanks to everybody watching at home.
That's really cool. I love this kind of storytelling.
Yeah.
Remember, Stephen, how often they did this at first when like Bray Wyatt came back?
Yeah.
So, Hayden, Uncle Howdy is Bo Dallas, who is Bray Wyatt's brother, and Bray's the
Okay.
one who passed away last year.
Mm.
So they have probably wisely put that whole story on hold for a year, essentially.
Ooh, we get a freaking wait. Why do I have
Right.
ads in my ad free? But I'm okay because Elden Ring. But why do I have ads in my ad free?
Yeah, I never got any. Oh, no, I'm getting them. I'm
play this
seeing it.
game again.
Steven, you know what the best thing about a VPN is?
What?
I can do WWE Network if I want to.
That's
How
so
are you
true.
gonna pay for it? You're gonna have to get a PayPal or something.
Right.
And I have PayPal, so
Well, I don't know how you because you. Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Yeah, because a lot of cards you can't use, like,
yeah.
like a lot of U.S. cards won't work for stuff like that outside of the U.S. Tyler, did you see they're adding Star Wars stuff to Fall Guys?
I did not.
Yeah,
You know what they really should do?
Boba Fett, Chewbacca, and a Stormtrooper. What's up?
So Tyler, they should take two months off, like from WWE pay-per-views, but instead you do like 2 big NXT pay-per-views, and it lets those people. So you still have big events, you let those people
Like,
put
have
on
their
good shows
moment.
because you know they're going to show up for that, and it'll be a little rawer, but it also gives a little break from some of the WWE stuff. I don't know. I think that would work.
There's
Yeah.
a couple things you can do right after Mania if you want to. You could move Money in the Bank up to May and do it there.
And then you don't have to have belts on the line in May, but you have
right
storyline setting up. And I think that's the play.
You could also move King of the Ring to be the very first pay-per-view after it, because then have the whole tournament, like have the all the quarterfinal matches, semifinal, and final that night.
Right.
Which I think would help too. Because then there's like stuff on the line that isn't any of the belts, you know.
Well, I think so, and I think that's for 2 months. In May, it's King of the Ring, and in June, it's
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
But they're moving Mania to May next year.
Or the makeup, I mean, more so. Yeah.
Mania is going to be like this weekend in May next year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know they're pushing it back a little bit.
That's a month later.
Yeah, which is going to be weird because now it's like you have a Royal Rumble winner at the end of January, and then you've got to tell that story over,
4 months,
3.5 months. Yeah.
Prime card again. Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Unless you push money or you push Royal Rumble into February.
You could.
Yeah.
And I would actually advocate for them just taking January off from pay-per-views at that point.
You could do your day one pay-per-view, but
yeah. But that honestly, that one wasn't even that great.
No, they usually stuck.
Right.
Plus, like, dude, New Year's Day has so much stuff. Like,
I know. You should not be competing against.
No, like there's
half the time there's even NFL football on the first.
There's massive bowl games.
Yeah.
There's NFL. There's the NHL Winter Classic. There's all this stuff happening. Why are you competing with that?
Well, and this year it is on the. Oh no, that's December. So January 1st is Wednesday.
That is like the longest.
They should do a special Jan 6 pay-per-view every year. They used to have a pay-per-view called Insurrection, so you could just bring it
hilarious.
back.
I'm just do it on the 6th.
Yeah.
The problem with that is half the WWE fans would be very not happy. The ones that
think it was a good thing. The ones that were there.
I don't know if you could build somebody better in a laboratory to stand beside Bianca Belair than who the EST has aligned herself with. Bianca Belair, who's had issues with damage control for many
So wait, is it supposed to run for another hour or another 2?
Yeah, another hour.
Another hour.
Oh, okay.
An hour 15 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
So I
This
think
match
for
will be
sure-
25 minutes.
Yeah,
Probably 25 minutes. We'll get a promo for 15.
I feel like we're
Yeah.
gonna get a Cena moment or some shit, and
This entrance is fairly hype. I like all like the shit coming out of the sky, whatever that is. Just confetti or glitter or whatever.
I think it's like fake snow.
Oh yeah. Is this one inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
the only ones that aren't are
Yeah.
like Mania, SummerSlam, and Royal Rumble if they do it somewhere warm.
And a lot of times SummerSlam is inside. It just depends.
Right.
Where is SummerSlam this year? Is it Cleveland?
Is it really?
Yep.
No way.
It's got all those sexy orange and brown color schemes, browns.
Mhm, true that. Makes sense. How much are
One of
tickets
those
to
browns, the
SummerSlam?
sexy color.
Tickets just went on sale, or they're on sale this week. I don't remember, but
Oh, I got my coloring book, Tyler. I need to start.
oh, did you?
coloring.
Okay, I was gonna ask because I just
They're
got
on
it
sale
too.
on Thursday. It starts.
Hey, and they're expensive
So
as
we're looking
shit.
at Cleveland.
There
No, I
are-
figured it. I was just curious.
I can try to. We can send a thing from media and see if we can get you in. But then
When-
you'd be in a
when is
position where you
that?
may have to ask a wrestler questions, and so you'd have to do a little bit of homework and research prior.
Very true. I don't know if they'd approve me.
They get a little touchy when there's like questions that are not informed, shall we say? There was a time where a wrestler in it was in Qatar maybe or something.
Yeah.
Was asked about, it was Vader asked about how wrestling was fake, and he got up and assaulted the interviewer.
Nice.
And the best
Is that
like,
fake, motherfucker?
yeah, that's exactly what it was. And he got put in jail for a month.
Wow.
And Taker's just sitting there on the couch, like, what the F do I do
Yeah.
right now?
Ends
It's
up in
what-
Qatari jail for a
So,
month.
so on Boy Meets World, Vader was a kind of running character who's in for a few episodes. He was the dad of one of like the bullies at the school.
So weird.
But I thought he was I didn't realize he was a real wrestler
Yeah.
until I watched back in 1998, like when I started that watching, and I'm like, oh, he was a real wrestler. I did not know that.
Somebody made him cry in the ring, and I can't remember who it was, and it was really sad and like mean.
I know tag teams are usually supposed to only be like one-on-one when they switch out, but what's the likelihood that we end up seeing all four in the ring at the same time?
95%. It happens
Yeah, because
almost
they'll
every
run in and
match.
break
Yeah.
up shit. And
Every match.
I figured.
That was a funny question.
my favorite tag team matches are the.
No, I was
like,
being sarcastic because I know they always.
Nice cover.
Well,
I feel
the
like
Bloodline won, dude. So anything goes
Yeah, that's
at this
true.
point.
my favorite tag team matches are TLC matches. Like I think the chaos in those and the ladders, tables, all the shit is just so much fun.
I want to know like who designs these outfits. Like who's like the costumer for the WWE? Is there like
Oh yeah,
do
there's
people have their own people? Like does each wrestler, each faction?
I
have
think
their
there's
own
costume
people?
designers that work with multiple
Everybody.
talent, but
Gotcha.
I think the talent gets a lot of input though.
No, for sure. I
On
would
what they're
figure.
gonna have.
Her makeup is very like Sting. I feel like.
Steven, you'd be very proud of me. I've finally gotten into watching The Boys
nice.
like fully.
Yeah, how far are you now? Have you made
I'm into
progress?
season
We
2
talked
now.
about it on
Like
Thursday.
midway
Oh, wow.
into season 2.
Season
Okay.
2 is good, man. It has one of my most hated characters in TV. In that,
Which one?
the girl.
Oh yeah, like the what is her name?
Don't. Yeah, because I knew you were about to
Yeah.
spoil it.
The one with the bob cut, right?
Yeah, the carrot.
Yeah. The carrot. Yeah, I gotta get caught up because when is season 4 in June, right?
Like June. I want to, and I'm going to email them this
Damn.
week about stuff.
I know I need to watch season 3.
I think I left off right
do not
around where
think-
you are, Tyler. I was like halfway through season 2.
mhm.
Oh, you haven't seen it the end of season 2?
No. Well,
But
but I kind of know everything that happens though.
Mhm.
Not everything, but like I've seen a lot of just the show on like TikTok and Twitter, so I've seen like certain moments out of context, you know.
But hey, like you brought up watching a reality show, I have to watch 3 Planet of the Apes movies in the next 5 days.
Same.
Another like entire season of a show, which you are also doing in the next, little bit.
No, I need to do that too. I haven't started those.
So there won't be any like MILF Manor in my near future. Sorry.
That's fair.
I'm
There's only one episode out
crushed and
right now.
heartbroken, by the way. But
Yeah, right.
What is that even on?
Max, because it's TLC, but that's under like the Discovery umbrella,
Okay.
so it's
Yeah.
on Max now. That's why Max is the best streaming service too, because they have like prestige film, like event television, all
They have
of the
sports.
HBO classics, and then like garbage TV too.
so what I'm
For
learning
Discovery.
though, like Amazon Prime has a lot of really good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have good originals for sure.
So I'll admit, like I've never really gotten into Prime Video. Like I have it because I've
So-
always had Amazon Prime.
So
Yeah.
Mr. D is on there, which is a great sitcom from Canada.
Mhm.
But it also has Orphan Black, which was I've only seen season 1, and I need to watch the rest of it because it is a fantastic sci-fi show.
Yeah, I've heard great stuff about that show for sure.
I paid for
Yeah.
I pay the $2 for ad free. I hate that I have to, but I hate ads even more.
Me too, and it's worth it because think about like how much of your life you get back.
Are those
not
the
having
ads like at the
those
beginning of an
episodes.
episode?
No, I don't know how ads work because I've never watched Amazon Prime without ad free.
Because I have it I have Amazon Prime, so I get whatever I get.
Yeah, I think it's just 2 big chunks. I think it's
One at the
few,
beginning
a
and
couple
one in the
minutes at the beginning, and then a couple in the middle.
Okay, I don't have any in the middle, but I still get a couple ads at the beginning of every episode.
Oh, so then it's not. Well, maybe it just depends on the show. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe it is
Maybe
just at the
it's- I don't
beginning.
know.
It used to be fully ad free, and then they started charging like a few months ago, like $3 if you want.
And I feel so spoiled because I'm looking and it's like 3 ads at 48 seconds. I'm like, oh my god,
But, Tyler,
it's
you-
like 48 seconds.
I don't know why I've started noticing it, but I notice ads. They're everywhere.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't get away. I mean, look, we're watching this, and Prime is in the middle of the ring, and
Mhm.
the camera makes sure to see it every time. You watch,
Yeah,
like it's sports. They even
Oh,
in the
the
middle of
jerseys.
the match, they'll have like little
yeah.
Mhm.
vignette videos.
I would rather
Um,
have product placement though than have like the show actually stop with ads because I think it's like immersion breaking and it ruins the
Mhm.
pacing a lot of the time. You know,
By the
you'd
way, did
rather-
we talk about the or Hayden? Were you the one that told me about the ads in like for Star Wars in like what was it Costa Rica or something where they basically made the
oh
ads
my,
and
yeah, the
included them in
Cerveza Cristal, where they just had like
Yes.
the beer intercut.
but it
in
was
the
like
middle.
it
Oh
was
my
intercut in the
God.
movie and it was awesome.
Fucking hysterical. Tyler, have you seen those?
I haven't.
So like I can't remember what country it was, but some like South American country when they first got Star Wars on TV there, it was sponsored by this beer called Cerveza Cristal. And they didn't do ads during it. What they would do is they would intercut where like every once in a while they would just like change one of the shots. to
Yeah, so
have-
like
where they
Obi-Wan
shot
would
it.
be Ben would be like reaching into like an ice box and pull out the beer.
Like Tyler, you know the scene where he's like, when you got of age, your father wanted wanted me
Yeah,
to give
you
you
have
this.
this lightsaber. Yeah.
So it's there. He goes into the box, he rummages in it, and then it cuts to a shot that like they shot something before it of like just his arms, and he takes a beer out of the ice box, and you get the like Cerveza Cristal jingle. It's so funny, dude. It's
They got
kind of my
sued.
favorite.
Well, I imagine.
Did they
Yeah.
really for doing that?
Yes, yes. The
That's
like
hilarious.
Lucas sued the countries like.
I think it was in Chile. It looks like.
Yeah, it was a South American country.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
innovative. It's like creative.
I know,
shit, but I would get wouldn't
Yeah, it
you
is
get annoyed
Chile.
though if that was
I
like
found
all
a
the time? Like the first time
compilation.
you see it, it's funny, but
I don't know. I don't think it happened like every 5 minutes. I think it happened.
No.
like
no. But
3
I'm saying
times
like
during the
everything
movie.
you watch suddenly has something like that in it. Wouldn't it annoy the
Well,
shit out of you?
Oh, for sure.
So, did you guys ever watch Chuck?
No, I didn't.
No.
So Chuck in the like 4th and 5th season started doing that in the middle of episodes. Like they'd be like, they were sponsored by Subway, so they started having product placement. But then it got to the point where they were like, there was literally lines that were like, I'm gonna go get a $5 foot-long Black Forest ham from Subway, and then they'd show them like eating that, and it was bad.
That's hysterical.
You remember when Death Stranding had the product placement, right?
Yeah,
I thought I loved that shit. I thought it was hysterical to be
It was
honest.
funny,
And then
'cause they did it.
it was
in a way
done in a
that made fun
tongue-in-cheek
of it,
way.
too.
Yeah. Dude, well, because remember when he'd go and take a shower and then the glass would close and it like so you
Mhm.
didn't see his private parts. It was the banner for his motorcycle show on AMC. Ride with Norman Reedus. So funny. Yeah, I
Even
found a
like the Bond
compilation
movies
of-
used to do it, like the Brosnan ones. There'd be there was Subway product placement in one of
That's
those.
hilarious.
Um,
Dude, I found a compilation of all of the Star Wars Cerveza Cristal ads, and it's about 2.5 minutes. But I think that's the whole trilogy. So it's really not bad at all.
yeah,
So
it is invasive though. It's like, can I just watch something without having shit hawked to me? Like, you know.
mhm. Yeah. Yeah, because there was a decent chunk of product placement in Challengers, but it all made sense because it was like they're eating food late at night, and it just like you can see a Taco Bell
Yeah.
bag in the background, or like there were actual like brand deals with tennis rackets, and
Mhm.
They don't have a problem with that in the challenge.
yeah, the guy
like,
always
in
wore Uniqlo clothes and stuff like that.
in
Like
like
that's
a
fine
movie
to me.
about tennis. If you have the actual tennis balls, I actually feel like that helps
It's
build.
like immersive.
yes, right? Because if
Yeah,
you can
It
tell.
would almost take you out of it to not have that shit there. You
By
know
the
what
way,
I mean?
anybody, if you're wondering, like this match is like okay, that's us talking about, you know, product.
and this is exactly what we thought. Bianca got a lot
Yeah,
of
this-
work, and now Jade
I feel like
kicks ass.
this pay-per-view has been really predictable.
This pay-per-view is the definition of the word mid. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's like fine. But
I
it's-
honestly think they should have had that match that was the first match be either the second or third. 'Cause
Mhm.
I feel
no,
like
that's
No.
exactly how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, you're supposed to start off with something really high octane to get the crowd
Yeah.
going, which it did.
Because
But-
Hayden, it's scientifically proven people remember the bookends.
yeah,
It's why kids struggle to remember the middle of the alphabet.
the elemental P and all that shit.
Well, and part of it too is it's how fast you do it. In fact, they redid the ABC song, but it's so like for someone that's heard the original forever, it's so like mind fucking.
Freaking America, dude, giving us fucking a Common Core version of the alphabet song.
Hey, gotta say, by the way, Jade Cargill looking okay up until that kind of.
Yeah,
That was good though, I guess. Like it's safe to say that any talent you get from AEW is probably going to need some development. Most
fair
of the time,
enough, right?
I mean, Cody's obviously the huge exception, but Cody had
Yeah,
a
but
lot
Cody
of like
started in
success
WWE
prior to
first.
AEW.
Mm-hmm. They're just juggling her, dude.
But I think Jade Cargill could turn into like a freaking powerhouse if she's built right, you know, and like storyline wise. And They take care of the character.
The WWE refs are so funny, dude.
Steven, would you be a WWE ref if given the opportunity?
So I was actually, like,
Hell
growing
yeah.
up, I wanted to do it. I never really wanted to be a wrestler, but I was like, I want to be a ref.
How
That is
funny
so
would it be to
fitting
just
for
have somebody
you.
like back into you, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm dead.
They get knocked out for
minutes.
45 minutes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I love that for you. That is the most French dude I have ever seen, that cameraman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I hope the end is hype because I've been kind of like,
It'll be an okay match.
It'll be good. I mean,
Underwhelmed.
those two are two of the best wrestlers in the world.
I know.
Right. So, like, I have no
Yeah,
doubt
and
they'll
AJ
put on a good
Tyler's
match.
favorite finishing move.
What's that, Steven?
I said, an AJ has your favorite finishing move.
Oh, God, yeah.
What is his finishing move called again?
Styles
The
Clash.
Styles Clash. You'll get plenty of time to see it unfold.
Okay.
So AJ has he has a signature move, which I love, which is like the springboard elbow.
The phenomenal forearm.
Or
Yep.
the phenomenal forearm.
Mhm.
Yeah, both of them.
And that move is awesome.
But the Styles Clash is cool. It just takes a long, long time.
Right.
That's why they're saving an hour of this pay-per-view still, just because we got to do that a couple times. This match has grown on me again.
Oh, they
But you know what?
And now
Like,
they get to show off their
Asuka
power.
and Kairi Sane are both just great wrestlers.
Yeah. Well, and they're good matchups for Bianca and Jade because they're smaller, so they
Ooh.
can show off their power a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Steven, question for you. How much longer, if any, does Bianca need to just keep going like she is to be a WWE Hall of Famer?
Well, a few years.
You think so? You think she's a ways away yet?
I mean, it's not hard to be a WWE Hall of Famer.
No, you just have to get a phone call. But
Who isn't in the WWE Hall of Fame? I mean, freaking the one Indian dude that can barely wrestle or walk.
The Great Khali.
The Great Khali.
I didn't realize she was so much taller than the rest of them. That's insane.
I was gonna
Ooh.
say, I expect Jade to get the pin.
Oh, Jade's gonna get the pin here. Like Bianca doesn't need
Probably on
it.
Asuka.
That's a cool move. Into that.
Oh, I think I'm ahead of you guys. Unless,
Yeah, you are a little bit.
well, I don't know. Bianca's pulling Kairi up. Asuka just pulled Jade down.
No, I got Bianca like looking really surprised.
Oh yeah, then I'm ahead. Let me know when the surprise roll up happens.
Okay.
Pulling Jade to the floor on the outside. Cargill tasting the steel. Now Bianca behind and Kairi giving up Bianca Belair trying to
Okay.
Bianca's got to kick it too.
Okay, roll up. One.
Oh, then I was
two,
hearing Hayden.
Kick up. Okay.
Okay, let me know when he spears through. You got to pause too, Hayden.
I don't know. I honestly don't know where.
Turnbuckle. That's okay. It's fine. We'll live.
Yeah, I don't want to desync. I don't.
I feel like we're much less focused on the wrestling this watch along than we were last time, but that's okay.
Very true. Yeah.
Also, it's cool that they do these because they're in the other countries and good for like them. But it does suck watching these at like 9 in the morning. I feel like having a drink makes these a little bit more fun.
Well, then have one.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
It's 12 o'clock.
What do you got to do
grown
tonight?
Adult.
Today?
It's a Saturday.
It's not about that. It's like then I feel like I am tired all day, and I feel gross. I don't
Okay.
like it.
Just mix some uppers and downers, man.
Yeah.
Get you going.
Just drink a Red Bull in between each one.
Or do a vodka Red Bull.
Or have Prime.
That's a hydration drink.
It's got enough
it's
chemicals
not
in
an
it
energy
that'll
drink?
boost you a little bit, I think.
I thought it was an energy drink too. That was cool.
Huh. but it's got like electrolytes
Oh.
and shit. Oh wow. Oh.
KOD.
That will-
I was gonna
That
say you
woman's
have to get a
poor knees.
Bianca finisher.
There we go. We got one.
I am really surprised they gave Bianca the pin.
Yeah. When they put Asuka on Kairi, it reminded me of there was a like quadruple threat like tag team match back in the 90s, and the New Age Outlaws were a part of it, and somehow they both got tagged in.
Okay.
And
Oh, was
so-
it? One, yeah, it was one of those things. Yeah.
one of them one of them just got on the ground and the other one pinned them, and then they won the match, and it was the
Yeah.
funniest thing ever. And it was funny that I hated that tag team because they did a bunch of really messed up stuff to Terry Funk and Mankind or Mick Foley,
Mick Foley.
and I didn't like it as much. But then at some point they just grew on you. It became
Terry
so-
Funk, middle aged and crazy.
including rolling each other up or just pinning each other to win.
Remember the dumpster off the stage?
Yes,
scene?
that was one of the things.
Yeah.
That wasn't my most hated and cringeworthy moment. It was the handcuffs around the neck on the steel cage
Yeah.
and then lifting the steel cage up.
Hey, and they used to get away with doing a lot more like really incredible shit, like stuff that
Yeah.
would never apply today. Like the Undertaker actually hanged the Big Boss Man in Hell in a Cell. Like
What the
put
hell?
the rope around his neck and then had them lift the cell up, and the Boss Man's like hanging from it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Undertaker like put Steve Austin on the Undertaker symbol like a cross and like lifted him in the air, bound to it as a sacrifice. Yeah, it was good shit.
I gotta go back and watch some of those Cena and Batista matchups rather. I feel like that had to have been a great era.
Tyler, should they bring back the spinner belt?
Oh god, no. That
And
thing
why
is
is the answer
terrible.
yes?
What?
And why is the answer yes?
No, it's not. That thing is awful. That thing is so dated.
Oh, here's your American Nightmare merch.
Head of the table.
Hell yeah. Monday Night Mommy.
Steven, you should get the Monday Night Mommy shirt and wear that to school. Would you rather wear, Steven, Monday Night Mommy or Scissor Me Daddy Ass?
You don't have to answer.
Scissor
this
me
question.
daddy ass. 100%.
Oh, okay.
Because he has that shirt, Hayden.
No, you don't. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
he does.
Somewhere. I think it's still at the house. It was in 2 houses ago.
I'm surprised that wasn't in the first fucking box you moved.
I should have.
That thing.
I should go.
You should have
for
that thing framed on the wall, Steven.
it. It's such a fun shirt.
It really
I'm
is.
gonna wear it like around the neighborhood, just as we walk the dogs.
Like that's what I love about pro wrestling is that it's so goofy and dumb sometimes with stuff like that. That just.
But you know
makes
what's funny?
laugh.
Like it's very. I don't know how to say this, but it's very like consensual.
Mhm.
Like they always, when you watch it, it's like you're like, and then they go.
Yeah, and they shake hands like this and go like that, and they're like
Mhm.
"Scissor me, daddy ass," and then they go like that. And
So the whole point
What the
is
hell?
actually the New Age Outlaws. One of them was nicknamed Mr. Ass.
Mr. Ass.
But now he's old and he's like the mentor, or I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
This
so
was
they
like
call
2
him
years
Daddy
ago.
Ass.
So they call him Daddy Ass, and
But that's the best of pro wrestling is when it's just so like silly and goofy and
stupid
like
and fun.
Right.
Also, wasn't King of the Ring where Austin had his moment?
Yep.
The John or Austin 316
316 says I just whipped your ass.
Yeah, they just showed it in the promo.
Hayden, pause for like 5 seconds.
Okay.
There have been some amazing King of the Rings.
you're good.
Okay, here we go.
King
King
Booker
Booker!
is my favorite King of the Ring, though.
Yes.
When he
And
come out and do the little
wife.
step back and forth and then the
Yeah.
pinky in the air, like that's the freaking best.
Yeah.
Dude, he became like I thought his name was King Booker for like a long time. I didn't realize
when
it was
Queen
like,
Charmel would introduce him, it was never King Booker, it's King Booker.
With an A.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Ooh, so Zelina will definitely not be.
I could see Valkyria being, or Io Sky, or Io Sky maybe being Queen of the Ring. I could see that.
Ooh, who
Dude,
wins
Finn
this?
Balor kind of looks like Jadis from The Walking Dead.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
explain it.
Who wins Drew against Finn?
has to be Drew, right?
And Gunther against Sheamus in the first round. What are they doing? They're
Gunther's
saving
winning that easy.
I know, but that could have been a later match and been more interesting. Why is that a first round matchup?
There's a new show for the Acolyte out, apparently. I'm
Is
not
there?
sure if it's because I know there's a sneak peek for the
Boys-
Acolyte if you go see the Phantom Menace.
I'll be back
I don't
in
know.
a second.
Okay,
That's the
should we
same one,
make Jeddah, Saudi Arabia the first place we go to for a
No.
road trip WWE pay per view?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
That would be so fucking expensive, dude. I can't even
Yeah,
imagine.
no shit. Oh yeah, because Lyon, France would be a fucking bargain, right?
No, but relative. I mean, actually, I don't know. Which do you think? I feel like it'd be more expensive to stay in Lyon,
Yeah.
but cheaper to get there.
Maybe.
Don't know. I feel like this has just been like such a predictable event. Like there hasn't really been any like big like oh shit shocker moments since the first matchup, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I agree. I think it's the first time they've ever faced each other, so there's that. Like that's cool.
Mhm.
But it's so predictable knowing what's going to happen at the end.
I
That,
know.
you know. The thing is too, like it's hard. This pay off because you're coming off of a WrestleMania that was really freaking in a
Incredible.
lot of ways. Yeah.
Yep.
And all the like shenanigans that took place in that match with, you know, The Rock and Cena and Undertaker and all of it, right? It was just
Mhm.
like so fan pleasing
For sure.
and crazy that it's hard to follow it up here, but you still have to. So just
But
do
I
it.
didn't even expect anything that crazy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I just feel like the fights themselves have not had a lot of memorable moments for me.
Yeah. Like I said, I think they could benefit a lot from taking a month off after Mania and just starting to build up some stories.
Yeah.
Because really what makes everything interesting is the doubt, right? Wondering if
For sure.
the challenger can win.
And it makes it's so wild, dude, that we get like fucking 4 wrestling events a week almost sometimes.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I mean, we get so on a weekly basis, WWE wise, you got to watch Monday and Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're into like Nick, I know on our team is like super into all of it. So
Yep.
you got NXT and then you've got AEW if you're into that too, which is 2 more shows per week.
Yeah.
So holy crap. Like there's just so much stuff. Hey, and like, you know, we focus a lot on the entertainment side, like on our brand, right? So there's so much to keep up with. And I'm going
I
to the
know.
damn theater twice a week, you know, and
Yeah.
all of it, right?
So
So
wasting 500 hours getting previews and trailers. Are you
Dude,
gonna
I
get
thought-
them?
I thought of you last night when I was at the theater because the movie started like 24 minutes after it was the listed time. And I'm like, Steven would have been fucking pissed.
You know what you're
dude.
gonna like, Steven, is when
Pissed.
you start joining in on some of these like anniversary showings at theaters. So because you know what they don't have? Trailers. Any.
That's not always true.
It isn't mine. Maybe it'll be on his too. But
Yeah, I mean, at mine there's definitely less because you'd imagine it's gotta like what trailers play depends on what movie is playing too, right? So some
Yeah,
have
so, like,
more than others.
Phantom Menace didn't have any either.
Well, someone's not letting me go see The Lord of the Rings.
Why? What's
Really?
overlapping with the Lord of the Rings?
Nothing important.
Oh, Key 3.
Oh,
It's
the
Jeff
Lord of
Keighley
the
that's not
Rings-
letting you go, Steven. It's not me.
is the Lord of the Rings in one day?
No, it's 3 consecutive days,
3
which is
consecutive
stupid.
days. No,
That is
I love that.
stupid.
Do you? I hate it.
Well, I mean, no. Like, I think I would rather do that. Like, I wish they did it. I wish they did the Star Wars ones broken up more instead of one huge day. Because
I
was
wish they
never
would
gonna
go
They
do
three
should do a
that.
consecutive
trilogy a
weeks.
day.
Go 3
Trilogy a day
consecutive
would
weeks
be
and
fair.
let me like see Fellowship of the Ring anytime that week, you know?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then
okay,
start-
You're not mad that they're doing it in. They're not doing it in one day. You're mad they're not spreading out a little bit.
Yeah,
longer.
like it's like this is the only time you can go do this. And like, I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, because you gotta at that point basically like spend your whole weekend planning around that, which is fucking stupid.
Yep. And
You
I
know what
feel
mean?
like those movies are popular enough that you could have 2 showings a day at most theaters and do okay. You know?
yeah.
Even one, just do one. Like that's fine.
Yeah, it's not like you have to run 7 showings in a day.
No.
Right. For sure. Tyler, you did see Phantom Menace already?
Yesterday.
When? Oh,
Yesterday.
nice. How was it?
It was good. I mean, it's Phantom Menace. I've seen it like so many times, but it is cool. Like seeing Duel of Fates on the big screen again.
In the pod race, I
It's
guess.
just awesome. Yeah, in the pod racing,
I'm
like
excited.
the sound during the pod racing part
Mhm.
on the big screen is huge.
Right, because I found there's a AMC that's like nicer and bigger. Like the theaters themselves are larger than the one I've been going to, and it's only like it's a different direction from me, but it's only like an extra 3 or 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I might start going there. So
The I'm a sucker
That
for
would
the
help.
opening sequence of episode 1.
It's good.
I always love it every time.
So Sophia hates pod racing. Why do they hate? Why do they hate it?
dude, I don't know. That fucking opinion was new to me when we saw it in chat. We've never had that conversation, so I don't know. I'm trying to convince them to go see it, but Sophia's like, I do not want to do 3 movie theater days in a row, which is fair.
Yeah, because the movie theater sucks.
No, it does not.
No, it does not. Movie theater is awesome, Steven.
Dude, honestly, I feel like there's like there's like a bias to movies that I see in the theater. I think I end up liking more because there's just like the theater
I agree.
experience high.
And it
Like,
shows when we do our stuff, and like both of us are guilty of that, I think. But
You guys are
It is-
insane.
in a perfect world, Tyler, like I think I have a better opinion of a movie when I get a chance to like watch it on Thursday, sleep on it, and then record or write about it on Friday. But obviously, if we're trying to compete, like time wise, it just doesn't always work out that way.
oh yeah, but I'm okay with waiting a day. Like, have you sent the thumbnail yet? By the way,
Oh shit, no, I will
Yeah.
after this.
All right,
So-
everyone,
My
sing
bad,
along.
Chief.
Adrenaline in my soul, every thought out of control.
Kane's about to have a performance
Do it
conversation right here
all
live on stream. Just kidding. It's fine.
slowly.
But
Are you mad at me for singing?
No, he said me.
Are you have
I
to do the
have to
thing
send
though
over
where
a
you throw your
thumbnail.
arms open.
Whoa!
Whoa, my father
Mother
said,
said
when
when
I was younger, hard
I
times we
actually, do like his theme song. It's grown on me quite a bit.
Hayden, what would it take for you to get the Cody Rhodes tattoo?
Shit. A lot of money up front and like because that's a job killer tattoo. Like
So
I
if
could
we
never
if
work
we go to
anywhere but
like, oh
here.
come on, not in the industry we're in. Like if you want to stay in that industry, like that is not a job
Yeah,
killer.
true.
You don't have to get
True,
in the
true.
same spot.
So, oh yes, that is a requirement. Steven.
Oh.
So
Dude,
Hayden,
I saw
if
yeah,
we went to
go ahead, sorry,
WrestleMania
Chris.
in like Vegas, and you know alcohol may be involved, and you're on a high from watching Cody Rhodes retain for the 800th time, and you wouldn't go in and be like, "Give me the American Nightmare right here."
No.
I think it'd be funny to do like an out like if we in that scenario, right? Like if we got like if we had a little too many drinks and we're bonding like after one of these events or after a key 3, like it'd be funny if we got like the stencil as like a family for a team bonding exercise.
See, I would get the Taker symbol. Steven would get, I don't know, what would you get for Shawn Michaels, Steven?
Just a sexy boy.
Yeah. Would you get
I'd
like
get-
the super kick silhouette?
I'd have to get a Cena one. I love Cena. I really do. And it's even funnier to me
Just
because
get
it
a-
annoys people so
I
bad.
know, you just get a shovel.
Dude, I would just get nothing and I'd be like, dude, look at my tattoo of John Cena.
Mhm.
Like, look right here.
Mhm.
Dude, I'm annoyed because someone got a Skur Ritual tattoo and it's the exact one I was thinking of getting. And I'm like, well, I can't copy someone
Well, now you
else's
can't get it.
tattoo. Right?
You know what's fun?
Would you really get a
Completely
tattoo
off
for that
topic.
game after it's out for like 2 weeks?
I know you
Not-
are.
no. Not
Okay.
immediately.
Okay.
Boy.
But if I'm still playing it after a while, yeah, sure, why not?
Because I can totally see you getting a COD tattoo or something like that, because that game is hugely important to you, right?
Yes.
But
Well, because okay, so my goal eventually is to get enough tattoos that my parts of my body look like. Do you know the zombie map of the asylum that just has like scribbles all over the wall?
mhm.
I want like my arm and thigh to look like that. I don't think it will end up actually happening because I'm kind of broke and definitely a coward.
Mhm.
But I'll get something eventually.
So
Let-
rank your top, I don't know, 3 to 5 franchises, properties, whatever, that you would get tattoos in honor of.
COD
Steven, you're
Zombies
included
at-
on this.
Okay.
COD Zombies at number 1.
Okay.
Walking Dead at number 2.
What would you get for Walking Dead?
La, la,
We're-
la, la.
I would
La,
get
la, la,
We're the
la.
Ones Who Live written like as text in
Okay.
probably my mom's handwriting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Lost.
WWE Champion of the World.
I
I
know
don't
you
know
were
if I-
like that into Lost. Okay.
Oh,
That's cool.
Fucking love Lost. And
I do too.
Lost is a big thing with my dad and I because we watched the whole thing together like on Netflix as a binge, and it took us like several
Am I
months.
muted?
No, you're
No,
good.
we can hear
Here.
you. We just
Oh.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah, apparently, because you haven't shut up in the past like 7 minutes. It's
Wow.
just been Hayden, like blah blah
Wow.
blah 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 blah.
Tyler,
blah, blah,
ask
blah,
me
blah,
a
blah,
question,
Ask the
blah,
question.
blah,
Your
blah,
time
blah,
is
blah,
coming,
blah,
Steven.
blah,
Don't
blah,
worry.
Yeah.
blah,
Go ahead.
But I'm
Hayden,
trying to
what are you
speak.
Okay, last one for me. As a bit, as a joke, if I got drunk enough and I had a friend with a stick and poke needle, I could see a Fortnite tattoo ending up on my body.
Okay.
I really could.
And what would it be?
In a perfect world, the logo as a tramp stamp.
That's funny.
Like right above my ass crack. Just
All right.
Fortnite.
There you go. Stephen Hayden would have fucking loved it going to E319 with us.
It would have been fun.
With the Fortnite area. Dude, that Fortnite area was unreal good.
Or did they have like a battle bus and shit?
They had everything. They had like half.
They
or
also had
like a
really
quarter
nice
of the
cushioned
hall.
floors, and
Oh,
so it
so
was really
nice.
nice when you've been on your feet all day.
Right.
And they had
Walking
free
on
popcorn
pavement
and free
and
like
concrete.
slushies because it was like
Yeah.
the slurp juice or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah. This fight's starting off better than
Plus,
any
we
of the
got like
others
good
have.
pictures and stuff, like with props.
Yeah, it was so cool. And they had
Then
really
they just
good-
did the battle.
They had
bus.
an obstacle thing in there, like this bar that freaking swung around. You had to jump over it over
Yeah.
and over. And Graham went in and did it.
Have I ever showed you guys my Halloween costume from 2020?
Okay. Anyways,
Okay,
If I-
yeah,
if
Steven,
I
go ahead,
may.
go ahead, go ahead.
Oh my God.
Jesus, it's like.
Go ahead. What are your tattoos, Steven?
No, I was gonna ask the question. Do you
Okay.
ever, Tyler? Do you ever just mess with your dog when they're like looking peaceful on the ground, and you're just like, you just feel like, so you just move them with your foot? Because I do it
Sometimes,
to Bayley
but there's
all
a
the
price
time.
to that. Because if he's
see-
still and I bother him, then he's gonna want attention. And he just
Yeah, that's
comes
fair.
and like,
Bailey doesn't. Like I can just mess with him, and then he'll just like go and move, and then like I will literally wrestle him sometimes, just like on the ground, like put him in a chokehold, and he'll just sit there,
yeah.
Oh my god.
and I'll be on the ground with like him in like a rear naked choke. The other dog will like try to get out of it, but Bailey will just sit there like.
I will on
Anyways, I just said it in
occasion
chat
do that to my
because
cat.
I was just like he was on the ground, and I was just moving him back and forth, and he looked funny the way he was moving. So I was like, sorry for the feet pick.
You're good.
I'm
Steven,
so excited for the feet pick, bro.
if you're gonna get tattoos, Steven, what would
Yeah.
they be?
So to answer your question, I'm glad I know a lot of millennials got the like Deathly Hallows tattoo because I know that right now they are being covered up in
The which one?
robes, the Deathly Hallows tattoo.
Oh yeah.
The triangle with like the line in the
it's
circle
a
through it.
triangle with a circle inside with a line going down the middle.
Yep.
Mine would be if I had to
Come
get
on,
any
Cody.
pop culture thing, Lord of the Rings for sure. I don't know
What would you get?
though. I have the one ring. It was my engagement ring.
Okay.
I still sometimes wear it as my wedding ring when I just don't want to wear my actual wedding ring, which isn't very often.
That's okay. The canon is whatever you say it is.
Yeah.
Your story.
Breaking news: Steven sometimes takes his wedding ring off.
I don't have it on right now. I don't have my
Wow.
wedding ring on at all times. I don't sleep with it. I just haven't put it on today.
Wow.
Let's see. Give me 1 second.
I need someone to lose a tooth. You
So-
did not mute your mic there, bud.
I didn't care about the mic, but I forgot how loud that could be.
So I'll give mine while Steven's doing whatever. Obviously there has to be something Star Wars related, right?
For
there
sure.
just has to. I also think I would go Indiana Jones, maybe like the idol scene from Raiders.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Mhm.
cool. What about
Well, I
just like
just
an Xbox logo right here?
Absolutely not. Because like I don't know how I get the like label of being Xbox guy, but I'm probably harder on him than a lot of people on our
That's
team.
true. That's true.
Not me
Like,
though.
Oh yeah, Steven's the hardest. THE, the hardest.
Oh, we did
ever.
the Stardust. Look at that.
So I would do Narsil, the sword, or a Balrog from Lord of the
Okay.
Rings.
Word.
Either one. The Balrog is so cool. I think definitely a Kingdom Hearts tattoo.
For sure.
Would it just be the key?
Maybe.
The Keyblade is like the coolest fucking weapon in like any game ever.
It is so cool. I wish
It's-
they had
it's
better like
goated.
keychain options because I would have one, but I don't like the ones they have.
Yeah.
My gamer tag is named after a Keyblade from.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Dude, there's a there's a like a billboard in Buffalo that's like one of those like just like whatever, like be kind to your neighbors billboards, and it's like Sora posted the fuck up and it says kindness is key. Choose compassion. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, the
The
crowd
other-
is so into this match,
I
by the
know.
way.
I think
Like,
they're just
Yeah,
into
they are.
having a pay-per-view.
I think so too. And they should do this more.
They were
Like-
saying this is awesome in French for like the mid fights.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, I'm impressed with the foot reveal, by the way. They're very smooth.
With your what?
Steven has very smooth.
Hayden's reviewing my foot on content, and I don't know if I like this very much.
We're taking a turn, aren't we? Now
We should do comparisons someday. That'll be a Patreon.
We should
tier.
not. Oh my god, no. In fact, I tried not to get the foot in the camera, but I just kind of slipped in once, and I'm like, I don't.
It's all right. I'm wearing socks right now, dude. I don't let anyone.
Steven, you know
catch
how
me
you try to
lacking.
not get the foot in the camera? You don't lift fucking foot up where the camera might see it.
Well, I did it
That's
from
how.
my phone. Shut up.
Yeah.
Anyways, my third option, I don't know. It's so tough. Maybe an Arsenal tattoo. I can't think of another. I guess I like Star Wars enough where I could do a Star Wars tattoo.
I feel like the Believe would be a fun, cute tattoo
Mhm.
right there, like in that font. I like text tattoos. I really do like just like having like words on your body. I think it's neat.
You know what? This is a very, very niche reference. Well, it's not that niche because he's probably the most popular fantasy author alive right now.
Mhm.
But a tattoo of a stick that just says, I'm a stick.
Fair enough, dude.
Tyler doesn't even get that reference.
I don't. What is that from?
It's from Words of Radiance.
Mm.
It's from Stormlight Archive.
Okay. Which you
Get up,
told me not to
Cody.
start reading.
I said don't start it while you're reading Wheel of Time.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm almost done, dude. I have
The
3
moment you
left.
finish Wheel of Time, you absolutely should.
Yeah.
It has my favorite character in books.
Dude, you know WrestleMania is mid when like or WrestleMania, just a WWE pay-per-view is mid when it just turns into an unstructured, strangely awesome
That's
show.
what we usually do for these. That's what Tyler and I have done for every.
You know, the problem is
live
today
event.
is the stakes. There aren't any.
Yeah,
There's
no
none.
stakes.
Nope.
I guess we should talk about the
If you were to
matches.
get a wrestling tattoo, Steven, would it be a Shawn Michaels one or would it be?
Yeah, I mean, I could do the heart.
Austin
what?
316 would be a good one.
Oh
too.
yeah. In fact,
The-
you should
the
just get
heart.
316 in, and then when people are like, "Oh, you read the Bible," you're like, "No, it's Steve Austin 316." Right?
Stone Cold Steve
Yeah.
Austin. There's a guy with a t-shirt that says Leon 316.
There you go.
So you know
Can
the
we
hearts
just-
that he had on his pants, the ones with like the weird
Okay, yeah. Yep. I mean, for me, it'd be easy. It'd be the Taker symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like the WWE's got to have like some of the like it's a great collection of like exactly what you don't get as a tattoo. I don't think
Yes.
you'll ever see more awful tattoos in one place.
Isn't it like uncouth to like
So
copy tattoos?
none
or, like,
beat
get a
though,
tattoo
Hayden,
of some-
the
Yes.
Undertaker, because the
Yes.
Undertaker had a like whole persona as the dead man. It was spooky and secretive and whatever, right? Like
Yeah,
never
yeah.
pulled the curtain back, etc., etc. And he got a tattoo of his wife's name right on his neck, Sarah, right here.
Steven, are you gonna do that?
And yeah, it was Sarah.
You can
Steven,
just copy the
that is-
tattoo. You have this.
Do
Your wife
it.
has the same name,
Um,
so it'd be double. It'd
Um,
be perfect be for your
but
wife
then
and
Hayden,
for
they got
the Taker.
divorced, so had to blur that one out. I imagine that's a painful removal, right? Right.
Put
on
a
your neck.
draw a circle around it and put a line
Yeah,
through
right.
it.
So- Don't do that part, Steven. Steven, you should get a no ma'am tattoo from Married with Children.
So, fellas, in 2020 for Halloween, I was a default skin from Fortnite.
Nice. Okay.
And the person I was seeing at the time was supposed to also do that and chickened out like an hour beforehand because I thought it was too embarrassing. So I just looked like a fucking idiot because I was just like a Fortnite default skin. It was a small party because it was 2020. There were either 4 of us or 6.
Okay.
So I wasn't like going to a rager. I was being responsible. So I didn't. Not too many people saw it, but I share that image all the time. I think it's hysterical. I was very proud of that. Because I DIY'd it on Amazon. I just got a bunch of weird like paramilitary gear from like, like
When
American
we go off
Clothing
content, remind us
LLC.
to let you know of another.
Yeah, another
Halloween
classic Halloween
costume.
costume from the strangely awesome universe.
Uh-oh.
You're gonna love it, trust me. So
I think I might have heard this right before.
you might have,
Maybe.
but yeah, we'll talk about it definitely after.
It's no one that's currently here, folks.
Correct.
And it's maybe
Or
a good
ever a
reason
part
that the
of
person
this
who was here is
iteration,
no longer.
technically.
Or ever what, Steven?
I don't think they were part of this.
They were
No,
never
right.
under
This
Strangely
iteration, no.
Awesome. Y'all be rebooting.
Cody
More
hasn't
than
been
fucking
that.
hasn't been holding on to the injured shoulder like I thought he might be.
Yeah, he's doing okay. I love his like overacting though when he looks like, oh my god, like it
I
kills
think
me, dude.
My problem with this match is it's exactly like the Damian Priest Jey Uso match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know what I would say, and no disrespect
It's just super
to Priest
standard.
or Uso, but these two are significantly better performers. Like these two
Yeah.
are top tier.
For
You
sure. Oof.
Like both of these two in their primes, I put them in like the S tier of pro wrestlers, right? I don't do that with Priest or Jey Uso.
This day and age, there's no chance in hell that Cody does. Critical moment in the match, put men down. The champion Cody Rhodes, the challenger AJ Styles. The undisputed
And then yes, there have been rebrands through the years. The biggest issue is that the rebrands were constantly like never like general enough to form a sense of community, which I think we did this time.
Yeah,
For sure.
We nailed it on this one.
Yeah, because I feel like the names were not exclusionary, but they were specific or
Specific.
focused.
Some of them were, or some of them were just random, which
Random.
might have
I mean,
worked.
this one's random too, but I feel like in a good way.
Yeah. I kind of liked the 9 to 5 gamers.
The problem is it had like direction, but we never leaned into it hard, you know?
Right.
We're gonna do that. Plus, honestly, like those individuals that would find that branding attractive, we're never gonna like really invest super hard into a community, right?
True that. Yeah.
I feel like you missed that.
You know what the greatest missed kick of all time is, though? Since we're here on Star Wars Day, in Return of the Jedi on
Oh yes.
Oh
On
my
the
god, dude.
like Luke missing by a good 6 inches, and them suddenly deciding, like, you know what? Good, let's roll with that.
Yeah, I went back and watched that scene because I was trying to get a screenshot of Chewbacca and Han Solo next, or Chewbacca and Luke rather next to each other for an article.
Okay.
So I rewatched that scene, and I was like, dude, Return of the Jedi is absurd. It's campy as hell.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
but it does have some really cool moments in it. Like
Tyler, you can get the Darth Vader Force FX Elite lightsaber for $170 right now,
God damn,
down
it,
from
Steven.
$280.
Do
God
it, Steven.
damn you! I hate you.
Tyler,
You're
do you
shitting
have
me.
any?
It's a
like,
lightning
high-end
deal though, so
lightsabers?
you have to act fast.
Yes, I
You don't
have
get to
2 of
decide.
them, Hayden.
You
I
don't
have,
get to decide. You just do it. Do it.
I have
Do it.
Kylo Ren and I have Luke's green lightsaber.
Hell yeah, brother.
And my
Ooh, I could
dog
also-
Charlie is terrified of them.
That's hilarious.
Like they turn
gotta-
on, he runs.
I gotta find where the ones that I actually like built at Disney, where the one is, because I did like the Savvy's workshop for my birthday one year.
Sarah has a gift card specifically for, like, it's not specific for it, but it was like when it was given, it was to go make a lightsaber at.
Steven, are you gonna get the Ray Gold one, the yellow one?
Hell no.
Tyler, one of my lightsabers, one of the 2 legacy sabers I have is Ray's lightsaber, and the other one is also sequel era.
Is what?
The other one is also sequel era.
Which one?
So I have I have like the reforged Skywalker Legacy saber, what the fuck they call it, where it's just like the Luke Anakin Rey lightsaber, but it has like the leather on it from when they like put it back together.
Okay.
And then I have the Ben Solo lightsaber from before he turned to the dark side in that flashback
okay.
episode
That's
8.
cool,
Yeah, that one I'm a big fan of, but it's super heavy.
The Force FX Kylo Ren one is heavy as hell.
Yeah. Is the blade on those detachable or no? You just display the hilt?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why I like the Disney ones more, because you have the option.
Mm.
And then
Well,
if
that's
anything
cool.
happens to the blade, you can just get another blade for like $50 or $60.
There's
or
a Star Wars lightsaber themed salt and pepper grinder.
That's kind of cool. Dude, I kind of want one of the toasters that'll like burn the Death Star in or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I've always thought though that like there's no way those actually like are like an effective product.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, probably not.
You know,
or like give me Death Star
there goes the
waffle
table.
maker.
Yeah.
Was it the French table or the English table?
Of course, it was the
That
French
was the
table.
French
Is that a
table.
question?
The prime
That's
bottles
fucked
are
up, man.
fucking
They're
everywhere.
in France. Come on, Cody.
Dude, I'm just surprised that AJ. I mean, I'm impressed rather that AJ has managed to go on to have such successful career after being buried alive in the boneyard.
Why is someone wearing a fucking Atlanta Braves jersey?
Someone
In
has a
Lyon,
Boston
France.
Red Sox hat earlier. So
That's
that
funny.
really-
You can tell who's actually French because they're wearing like the Adidas shirts, you know?
Yeah, right.
There we go. I like the guy who's got like looks like Ninja, who's got like the spiky hair of the French flag,
Mhm.
split dyed.
Is Ninja still a really big deal?
No.
Not as big of a deal, no. He's like he still has an audience though. I don't know. I feel like streamers are moving away from like being like big gaming streamers. All the biggest streamers are like life streamers where they just like talk and do parties and reactions and shit like that.
Because I remember a time where he was like on mainstream commercials too for a ton of
I know.
I feel like
Yeah,
Ninja
Jim's
is at the point where he's like, he was so popular that now people don't like him. It's his overrated sort of thing. Like,
yeah,
however you want to describe that.
right. Well, I'll say Tyler, if you really want to get some views on the channel, I'll do a really overreaction live to whenever the next Drake or Kendrick diss track drops. Just, oh my god, no way.
Yeah. I would love to join you for that.
Dude, that happened like in my home last
All right,
night.
I'll be back in a second.
Because I put that shit on, the new one, and it got leaked like in the track that like Drake has a kid no one knew about, and I was like, the fuck. Sophia was like, Drake has a daughter? I'm like, not that anyone knew of until right now. Tyler, you're not hiding a child, are you? Because that'd be a good reveal.
No,
on content someday.
I would say though that, and this is probably the most boomer thing I'll say ever, but like, why does anybody give a shit?
I care about it for the music, to be honest. Like, because genuinely, just like Kendrick Lamar is dropping consistently right now, and he hasn't in maybe 7 years.
Okay.
And the songs he's dropping are good.
Okay.
So, Nick
I mean,
said
that's
I'm
fine, but
not
that
a
has
fan
nothing to
of
do with the detail that Drake has
their
a
music,
kid.
plural. It's relevant, but I'm not gonna get into it because I know you don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll spare you.
feel like we're closing in on the finish here.
I think so too. Oh shit. This fight has definitely, I know we haven't been talking about it much, but this fight I definitely have liked.
Yeah, no, it's
It's
been
been
good.
entertaining. I think though the first fight of the night is probably going to end up being my favorite.
Totally. And that's probably the biggest miss here is that nothing else was able to really live up to that.
No.
Unless this one ends with a big moment, which it could. I mean, these two are great. So
Unless this one ends with John Cena coming down from the ceiling to kill AJ Styles.
what if we reenact the entire WrestleMania Night 2 thing where Cena shows up and then The Rock comes and then here's Taker? And...
What if we do that, but it's all just like French celebrities that mean nothing to us? Like it's like the entire judges panel on France's Got Talent.
Mm-hmm.
The French Idol. Timothy Chalamet's about to pull up.
There we go.
Isn't he French Canadian though?
Yeah.
Or is he actual French?
I think he was born in like New York City.
Ooh. Well, yeah, I know it's like NYU and shit.
450.
There you go, Cody.
But I think he has French Canadian heritage, but he was born in like New York City, I think. And that I'm a little embarrassed I don't even know that much about Timothy Chalamet. But
Well, I mean, dude, he's your Hollywood crush, you know?
I mean, yeah,
He's like...
but who isn't he?
Right.
It's funny, my direct report at work thinks he's like ugly and hideous.
That's incorrect, factually.
She is that's what, Hayden?
Said incorrect, factually.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
got
like,
a
that's why he gets all the
symmetrical face,
modeling deals, right? And all those things, but you know.
Why do you think they're just gonna say burn in hell? Oh, he's punching himself in the face.
He's powering up. He's powering up.
Yeah, he's doing the Kylo Ren shit.
He's
getting
basically doing the
up.
Hulk Hogan shit from, you know,
Come here, brother.
hulking up.
Yep.
Steven, he's got to do the Hulk Hogan where he's like, you.
Oh, that was good.
I do love the Cody Cutter. Will Ospreay does it better,
good,
but
man.
I love the Cody Cutter.
Yeah, anytime anyone does some shit where they like jump off of the ropes, that just I don't know, man. It works on me. It looks like we're gonna be way under on the cat bet, by the way, because he did 2 in the beginning and hasn't been up here since.
Yeah, I mean, incredible restraint.
I know he's trying to lose me fucking money, man.
Mm-hmm. What's the cat's name?
Tchotchke, as in like,
Tchotchke.
you know, like random bullshit. We call him everything but. Because his legal name, like the name that he was born with, is Billy.
That's
like
boring.
before Sophie adopted him. And I think it's hysterical. So I call him Billy all the time.
Billy Boring.
Billy Boy, yeah. Or I'll call him
Billy Boring.
I'll call him Billiard.
Billiam.
Billiam's good too.
See, I'm not like I have Charlie now, but Charlie was named Charlie before I got him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like a year and a half when I got him, or a little over. So it was like, I'm not going to change the name at that point, you know?
Yeah, that's who he is.
Normally, I like doing like different kinds of names. So like I had my other dog was named Fritz. My dog growing up was named Gizmo because he looked just like Gizmo from Gremlins.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Bayley.
My mom's dogs all have Irish names. So we've got a Griffin and a Murphy.
Nice.
If I had these dogs before, like, and Sarah and I adopted them, one of them would be named Appa and the other would be named Momo. And actually, that would be my third tattoo, would be an avatar.
Dude, those would be good kid names.
That's surprising, Steve. I figured if you'd get an avatar tattoo, it'd be the Cameron one.
No. I would not naming children Appa and Momo.
Why not?
You can name a kid Absida today.
Absidy?
Absidy, yeah.
ABCDE.
Yeah.
Did I tell you? So I was doing an assignment for a college class where I had to like document like a thing, like it was a community thing. Like
dude, his arms. Yikes.
Like you had to go to like a community type event. So it could have been like a sports thing and like document like the experience. It was for a American Studies class. And one of the people I was doing, like, because I was changing the name, she was like, "Can you make mine Absidy?" And I'm like, "I'm not doing that. I'm gonna not get credit in college." And then, like a few months later, I saw on the news that there was someone named Absidy, and I'm like, "Oh my Lanta!"
That's awesome, dude. AJ is not backing down. I respect it.
Nope.
This is like, oh shit. The worst.
AJ's using that flat Earth power to carry him.
How is he a flat earther when he's been around the globe as a wrestler?
It looks flat up there.
Yeah.
You ever flown before, Steven? Can't see the curvature much.
He's wrestled in every single like continent probably except for Antarctica. How the hell is he a flat earther? That makes no sense.
Is he actually
Steven,
a flat
that just
earther,
proves that
Tyler?
it's
like
flat.
Genuinely?
Yeah, he is. For real.
That's awesome. Oh,
That was so cool.
look at him shaking and shit.
His teeth are so white.
I know.
Do you think he bleaches them?
Yeah, at the same time he does his hair. Ooh. There
All
we
right, good
go.
match. Good match.
Yeah, it's okay. Adrenaline in my bones.
I'm glad they at least got like in France, because they did SmackDown there too last night. So they at least got like 2 shows, made a thing out of it.
I think they do that for all
Yeah.
of the because it looked like Scotland had the same thing and Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I feel like this one benefited a lot from it being in a foreign country because they're more excited about it than
Yes.
American fans would be. I think the crowd energy would not have really been it if this was stateside.
All right, ranking time.
Okay.
Are we just gonna give a number on every fight?
Yeah, so first match was our
Are we doing it out of
and-
10 or are we doing it stars?
We'll do it out of 10.
Okay.
I think we should do stars, which is what we did at the last time.
Did we do
this is
Did we do
WWE.
stars?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we'll do stars.
that's
My
how they
bad.
do it in the
My bad.
Wii.
Randall Keith and KO versus Bloodline to kick off. Steve, what do you think?
I'm gonna go back to like I give a lot of higher matches and higher rated matches at WrestleMania, and maybe that was setting the bar a little too high. I'm gonna say this is a solid 3.5 star match, and it was like really fun and awesome and cool, and I loved it. But like, it's 3.5 stars.
Okay.
I'd go a little higher. I'd go 4. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
Definitely the standout of the night.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I think this is a 4. I think it's it's not a technically great wrestling match or anything, but it did exactly what it should have done. It got the crowd really into the event.
Mm-hmm.
And like the opening 15 minutes was just pure insanity and really
It was fun.
Yeah. So I'm good with that. And fun matters. Like I'll give an extra half point for fun. So yeah. What do we have next? It was the Bayley, Tiffany, and Naomi, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a solid 2.5 star match.
Yeah. Those fairly average. 2.5 sounds right.
Yeah, 2.5. I think that's about right.
It was
and again, I think the biggest thing that hurts so much of the stuff here is just the lack of stakes involved.
I know. There was no stakes in any of these fights.
Part of my problem was I don't think any of them really showed off. Like, I think Tiffy got the one little like double gymnastics splash thing she does, but it was a pretty mid match. 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick said 2 out of 5, which I
that was followed by the
we had Damian Priest versus Jey Uso.
Okay.
Which
So
was a solid 3 for me.
yeah, I was thinking 3 as well. I mean, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
better
I'm
than
behind
I
that.
thought.
Hey,
was- yeah.
you good with 3 there?
Yep.
Oh, extremely, Nick. I'm pretty sure I nailed every single prediction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Predictions are like easy for this one, honestly, I thought.
Yeah, it's kind of a lock. TBH.
Okay, 4th, Kairi Sane and Asuka versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
It's another 2-star match. It was pretty boring. 2.5 star. I mean,
Oh, 2.5.
it wasn't worse than the other one, but
Like, I don't think anything here was
Yes.
bad, but I don't think anything here was like really.
No.
yeah, I'm just trying to bring down the averages again, like not to like. When I say the 3.5 star for the first match, I feel like that is the like where that is should be. You know, it's a great match for what it is. It's just I don't know. 4 is like excellent, 4.5, and then 5 is like generational.
Sure,
Like,
I hear you. I think 2.5 is
Yeah.
fair for this one.
yeah.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
whatever. And then on this one, the Cody and AJ Styles, first time they've ever faced each other, which is amazing considering how both have traveled the globe like forever.
For sure. I would say 3.
3 stars. I think it
Just
wasn't
decent.
anything special.
What would you
It's
give?
3.
Would you guys give the event on a whole? Or sorry, speak your piece on this fight first. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, it was fine. Again, we all knew Cody was gonna win, so
Yep.
it's
Yeah,
hard
but I
to-
don't think that part brings it down for me. I just don't think it was like the best wrestling match.
Yeah.
Like the wrestling I've seen stakes help, but good wrestling also helps.
Right. I mean, they're both. We just know that both of them are capable of doing so much more than they did.
Yeah.
It's really
So,
what it is for me. It's
And you're saying
unfortunate,
event as a whole. What do you think?
but 2.5.
Okay.
I think 2.5
3.
is fair. Maybe 2.75 if we're doing that, but I'm 2.5.
Like-
I'm closer to 2.5 than 3.
Yeah, I would say so too. I think it was just it was average. It didn't really exceed expectations, but it kind of met them.
This is a pay-per-view where in 5 or 6 hours, I'm going to be thinking about what I did this morning and be like, oh yeah, I watched a wrestling pay-per-view and I can't remember most of it. Like, it was just...
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lower. I think the sum of this is less than the whole is less than the sum of the parts.
You think 2?
I think it's a 2. I think like
I can go with that. I'm not even
you're giving us that no stakes. The only one that had a title change was so obvious that it was gonna be a title change.
the crowd was great.
The crowd was
I agree
awesome.
with Nick on that one.
But here's like my issue with this pay-per-view. Look at how often and easy it was for us to drift into conversations about weird shit like tattoos and other stuff. Like,
yeah.
And that was happening during title matches. Like, that is not a compelling thing. And like the challenge when you know the outcome is to make the process, the journey interesting.
And I'm not gonna lie.
Wasn't.
I know like it's a Vince thing, and I wonder if that played a part. But when WWE does the injured shoulder thing, and it can be predictable and cliche, but it also can be kind of like help to build the stakes a little bit because, well, okay, if this is a serious injury, then maybe they do.
Yeah.
And so that's where it's like, I don't know. I'm with you on I could be with you on the 2. I don't. It was okay. This is just a WWE needs a break.
And like, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just it's on the low side of okay.
They need no title matches, and they need it to set up other things. King of the Ring, Money in the Bank, even a number one contenders match. At least it has stakes.
Do Money in the Bank here because now there's something real at stake that advances the story and sets up plot lines for the next year.
And your biggest problem is you're doing this in France, so you have to have your title people wrestle here.
Right.
You have to have Cody, but if you have Money in the Bank, or if you just wait and plan a little bit better so that the France show is not Backlash, then it's just bad planning.
Yeah, I think so too.
And they should know that. I don't understand what they were thinking here.
Mm-hmm. The other option is to have something like Hell in a Cell here, where at least you've got the gimmick.
Yes.
To make it more interesting.
Or an Iron Man match or something,
yeah,
like some special.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nick said pay-per-views like today are why WWE needs an off season, and I kind of agree.
Yeah, I mean,
like, it was really underwhelming.
WWE needs 2 weeks off in the Christmas window. If they, I don't know if they do that, but they need let me look.
They pre-tape a lot of stuff.
Right.
Let me look at the calendar. They need like December 20th and December 16th through the first step. They should their last one of the year should be the 9th, and their first one back should be like January 6th.
But yeah, no, I guess like right around there.
You could do the 16th. So the last match, the last match would be the 10th through the 6th. So your last SmackDown, you could even go through the 17th. But then they need like a month. Like I said, have NXT do some pay-per-views in the post WrestleMania like month. You have a month off, and then you come back with something like King of the Ring or Money in the Bank, and it just works better.
You can even set up something with NXT where it's like almost like a tournament thing where like the winner gets a main roster spot on Raw or SmackDown type thing.
Yeah, so you do that and then have the draft after, like as part of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, ideas. I mean, I don't know. We'll have more. Like, hey, the next one in Saudi Arabia isn't going to be a whole lot better. Most likely.
No.
But after that, I think we'll start trending upward.
Clash should be better because Clash will get like Drew Sheamus, which will have stakes because you're not going to know who's going to win that.
Right. Which I think that's what was missing from today is that there was just like nothing.
There were no stakes for any of them.
None.
You knew that Bianca and Jade were going to win that match.
For sure.
And then you knew everyone else was retaining.
You know how Steven AEW does those like their Dynamite shows, but they're like special Dynamite shows, you know? This wasn't even as good as some of those.
No.
Quite frankly. Like when they do the like the one where the US Open tennis is and you know like Arthur Ashe Stadium, like that one was so much better than today. But I'm with you. They need to do something different right after Mania to have stakes that aren't championship belts. So, I don't know. But overall, I think it's a 2. Like, and I'm okay with 2.5, but I just don't feel like
I feel like I'm more
consequence. Nothing is different on Monday Night Raw 2 days from now than it was yesterday on SmackDown. Nothing.
No, I'm with you. I can go with the 2 because I think like this. Because if you think 2.5 is average, like I think this was below average. Like I think this was underwhelming.
I think part of it too is I have watched more Raw and SmackDown in the last few weeks than I had in the previous year because I just was more engaged in the content. Also, it's a little bit different living situation that has helped some of that stuff. But I've been more drawn to it. I'm like, what do I want to watch? Well, I'll throw wrestling on. And I mean, I skip some of it because I just sometimes it's boring.
Are you going to get Sarah into it, Steven?
I'm trying. I'm trying to get her like playing it and being like, "Oh, you got to see this," and like rewinding.
Will she ever be like Scissor Me Daddy Ass, or will she?
Most likely not.
No. Okay.
I would imagine.
But what the whole point I'm getting at is, I'm now like less wanting to go watch them week to week.
Yeah, like it almost kind of puts a bad taste in your.
Yeah, it did the opposite of what you should be doing.
I'm sort of the opposite because I know that this is almost like a reset just to clean the slate and get us moving towards King of the Ring now.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
everything's Monday is going to be King of the Ring focused.
But all of the setup has happened in Raw and SmackDown. Actually, you want to and it's been some interesting stuff with the factions breaking up. The only thing here you might have seen was with Damian, and that was the best match of the night outside of the opening.
Yeah.
Because because it had like a little bit of feeling where maybe Jey might do it.
Mm-hmm.
There was just like
So-
no surprises today, man. Like not even like a single cameo, not a single match that the result of was an upset. Like it was just like paint by numbers, man.
I don't
And I was a
need there to be
little-
upsets, but I need to go into a match feeling like either side could win. And I didn't
Yes.
feel that for anything. Really.
Yeah.
So
Oh, June 4th. Oh, Acolyte's a month away.
Yeah.
What's that?
soon.
I didn't realize Acolyte was so close. I also,
Yeah.
I still keep forgetting that Acolyte's not one of the movies. I thought it was a movie.
yeah.
Oh, dude, I wish we were getting a movie
You're
soon.
gonna
I
be
miss
sad
Star
if you go
Wars
to the
in
theater
theaters.
that day.
No, I'm
Because
good
you
for
hate
Star
going
Wars.
to the theater because it's like the worst thing ever in your world. But
It
it's
is.
also
It's a horrible experience.
well, way to go see Horizon.
I told you I'm sick that day.
Nope. Sorry. It's a saga, Steven. It's an American saga, in fact.
It can be
Yeah.
whatever you want it to be. It's still
What I want it to be is a movie you go see and review, which is what it's going to be. So it's going to be great. So, all right. 2 out of 5. Are we good with that, or are we going 2.5? I don't care.
2 out of 5, man.
Okay.
I think,
This was fun. We didn't talk as much wrestling today. Sorry, but we definitely will next time, probably.
Maybe.
In the
hopefully,
Q&A.
Jesus.
I think
yeah.
part of it will be
Mhm.
a little bit like
It'll
the
be
Gunther
better. I mean,
part.
we'll have the King of the Ring semifinals and final there, so that will certainly help things along.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. And then if nothing else, like Clash at the Castle will be the start of like back to the good shit.
Yeah.
So okay, this was fun. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Let us know what you thought of the
For sure.
pay-per-view. What other stuff you'd like to see WWE related from us? We'd be so happy to provide that. Until next time, have a great week, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye.
Take care, y'all.